Hello everyone, welcome back to the second episode of Campaign 2. Today I'm joined once again by Mr. Bull, the solo. Another one-on-one session with yours truly, GM Leufaya. How you doing? Okay. Sorry to stop you, but the Discord audio thing stopped working again.
Again.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Alright, you should be coming through now. Okay. How do I sound now?
Hello. Yeah, you sound good.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh. 1d6 or 1d10 humanity recovery.
Let's go.
It's just going to be the start of every stream because it takes so long to get working.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's jump straight in. So, a little bit of a recap of last session for those who missed it. It's been 2 days since Bull was offered an out-of-the-blue gig from Cryptid, his net-running pal. Well, are you guys pals? Maybe more of like acquaintances that worked a job a few times.
I like to think we're pals, you know? I'm not sure she feels the same, but I like her.
Yeah, like, you think you're really good friends, but she's just like... Yeah, she thinks you're just like some rando.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, the spider-like netrunner gave Bull a keycard that allowed him to access the fabled Twilight Market of Mega Building 08 in New Westbrook, where he lives with his nephew Max. After intimidating a solo by the name of Cobalt Cole, Bull was given the spiel by Miss Minor, bird-like exotic fixer who runs the market, about a bunch of couriers who work as a sort of third-party delivery service in NC. Long story short, something had gone wrong, as deliveries hadn't been fulfilled for 2 days at that point. Bull took the job, venturing over to the Hayward Industrial Zone, using one of good old Orsino Otavi's combat cabs. Yeah, and he met Fixie, the woman who ran the operation, and then he also met Alice Ashford, a semi-famous brain dance actress who happened to be there to get her dress that hadn't been delivered. Alice and Bull dealt with the hired goons who'd taken over the courier's HQ, and Bull later finished off the ringleader of the operation, an edge runner by the name of Con X and his posse. Later, Bull was paid 1k in eddies, pocketed his own shiny keycard for permanent access to the Twilight Market, and a few days later, received a delivery from none other than Alice herself. Of course, she didn't come in person. She's a bit too famous for things like that. But it was a personal thanks in the form of tailored business wear. That, you can wear at any time if you want, if you ever feel the need to dress up like one of them corrupt corpos. Now, we're going to start off again, similar to your first roll of the first session, with a 1d6 for your hustle.
Oh, okay.
Because it has been just a few days since your
I'm a busy man.
session. Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
A 4. You were hired out as muscle to a fixer, a corp, or a gang. What's your roll ability for, eh? Yeah,
yes,
that'll go up next session. So you can pocket 100 eddies. Not the best, but it's better than nothing, right? You can make do with that.
Exactly.
That's like a few kebabs.
Exactly.
Alright. And yeah, let's just say that, because this was the same as the last role, you were hired once again by the poser gang. We'll call them the Jackson 5. But they basically all just dress up as Michael Jackson, not the individual Jacksons.
Yep.
Yeah. You were hired out to essentially babysit them, you know what I mean, from last time. Nothing special. Slapped 100 pennies in your hand. Easy job. So, now, Bull, we're actually going to start off pretty quickly today. You're actually waiting for an Otavi cab at the moment. About 20 minutes ago, you received a text from your favorite BD actress, Alice Ashford, whose number you were given 3 days ago when you first met. So, in this time, you've probably done just this one job and taken a day to, cool off after what happened at the industrial zone.
Yeah.
But anyway, the text was as follows. Alice, keen to make some eddies? Bring your Netrunner girlfriend. Forlorn Hope. Yeah, that's right. Figure you'll have heard of the place. Tonight's passphrase is Black Hand. 7 p.m. Don't be late. And so, after catching up with Cryptid briefly, the two of you headed downstairs, called a cab, and are now waiting outside as rain starts to trickle down from above. It's about 6 p.m. now, and the sky is starting to get covered in that signature red pall of the 2040s. At this hour, the streets are packed, there are people shoving past you, ground cars coming and going, a few AVs skirting around the Binga building, and the sound of construction from high above. And Cryptid's just standing there, sort of, with her arms, well, 4 arms folded, like two sets of arms folded. The combat cab's taking a little longer than usual, and she's getting a little bit impatient, you can make out.
What crawled up your ass today?
She just looks at you and doesn't say anything, just sort of turns and looks away. My Elfline Online's character died.
Your what, sorry?
And she looks at you. My Elfline Online's character died.
What the hell is an Elfline character?
You don't know Elflines?
Is this one of those nerd shit?
Can't say I'm surprised. Anyway, what this woman you know? Why is she offering you a job? Exactly.
Because she is the most amazing woman in the world. That's why she's offering me a job.
Sorry, can you say that again?
The most amazing woman. Surely you've seen one of her videos.
Who is she again? What's her name?
Alice Ashford. Come on, how do you not know it?
And Cryptid sort of like stands there thinking for a moment, sort of plays with her hair. Maybe I've seen her in the news a few times. I don't watch any BDs though.
you're missing out. You know, if you spend less time, playing that game thing, you could be spending it doing more important things, like watching Alice.
Right. And she just smiles, shakes her head. Eventually, the combat cab pulls up, and again, it's your go-to Otavi cabs. Now, this cab, it looks very similar to the one you took a few days ago. And as the doors open, the two of you hop in the back, sit on, get on in the back seats, and you can see that there's another little figure at the wheel, but as he turns to look at you, you really can't be sure if it's the same Motza. I mean, they're all clones, they're all little dwarf clones, but you don't know, you're not sure. And he looks you up and down, doesn't seem to recognize you or anything. I mean, if it's the same Motza, it may be he just forgot, but you've got your signature horns and things like that. But anyway, he looks at you. Hello?
What the hell took you so long? I expect this cab to be free.
I'm sorry, it's just very busy today,
That's not good enough. I'm gonna pull up my hollow palm thing with the terms of service of using the cab and proof that if it's late than 30 minutes late, then you get your ride for free.
Kind of. Oh, I don't want any problem.
Yeah, well, don't charge us for this ride then.
Well, actually, with the terms and conditions, you need to pay only half of the fee.
Ah.
Yes.
Quarter.
He looks at you, looks at Cryptid, and one of the sort of the back pair of Cryptid's arms fold around and sort of rest on her legs, and he just nods his head. Okay, no problem. It's on the house.
Good. And can we get to the Forlorn Hope, please? We've got a really important meeting we've got to get to. Hurry up, come on.
Okay. And car takes off, and you guys start heading around up onto the highway to sort of take the bridge, the highway bridge over to the corporate center, and then down into Chinatown, old Chinatown where it's located. As the car's driving along here, Motza sort of looks back and through the rear vision mirror, looking at the two of you. Are you guys edge runners?
We're performers.
Are you being sarcastic?
Who knows?
Okay then. I'm just trying to make a conversation. And then the car suddenly almost hits another car, and he's just oh my god, watch where you're going, come on.
Watch where you're going. I'm not here to have a conversation, I'm here to get to my destination and drive.
Look, I'm only 4 feet, I can't really see over the dashboard.
Where's your booster seat? Come on.
My booster seat was broken, cannot afford another one.
Gonna have to write a note to the HR department.
Yeah, maybe I should. We should unionize or something. And he turns off the bridge as you cross over to the corporate center. And the corporate center is being rebuilt at the moment, so you can see that there are construction cranes all over. The sort of skeletons of all these high-rise skyscrapers starting to tower up back towards the sky like it used to be, and pull off the highway and down into the depths of old Chinatown. Eventually, you come across not familiar, because you haven't actually been invited into this place before. This is like one of those places where edge runners need to be invited into or know the passphrase. And so seeing that passphrase that Alice has somehow gotten you into this place for whatever reason.
Have we left the taxi?
So you're still driving along and you're just pulling up now. Do you want to prepare something or something?
Yeah, I want to look over at the driver ID and to see which Motza is driving this evening.
It says Motza 32.
Uh-oh. Strike two, buddy.
Yeah, but he didn't seem to recognize you, you know? So, what happened? Brain wipe.
No. Yeah. There could be another one coming real soon.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it's cheap to mass-produce clones. But anyway, as you pull up, it's a typical night at the Forlorn Hope. Fights breaking out outside. Cigarette smoke is creating this huge sort of misty smog around the building's perimeter. It's like vape and all this other crap. It looks really gross. Yeah, you know the bar. It's famously known as an Edge Runner's bar, even older than the Afterlife, though it's in not such good shape these days. It was almost destroyed by the A-23 bombing. I mean, Arasaka Tower's only like 10 blocks over, at most. And so what remains is basically this 80s hotel, you know? It's irradiated, left in shambles, but still attracts all sorts of NC wildlife to its doors. Fixers looking to dish out gigs, and Edge Runners there to drink away their sorrows, that sort of thing. So, the two of you hop out of the car. Motza waves to you. It's on the house, sir. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah, you better be. Slam the door.
He takes off. And Cryptid's got her arms, well, one pair of her arms folded and the other up to her, sort of resting on her chin. Why does Otavi Taxi have loans?
I don't question it. Why,
She shrugs her shoulders. I mean, it's a little weird.
You got something against short people?
She's like
you're tall, man.
6'5", and she looks slightly down at you, right? Because yeah, she's a bit taller than you.
The top of my horns would like meet her eyesight.
Yeah. Well,
you been here before?
Most people are shorter than me, so no, I haven't. I don't exactly go out in meat space much.
That's unfortunate. You know, we should come here often, have a drink. You know, get to know each other a bit more.
I'd prefer not to. Anyway, you lead the way.
Alrighty. I'm gonna, after like looking at all of the fighting and stuff that's going on, and I'm assuming I know the reputation of the Forlorn Hope, I'm gonna breathe in like deep to push my chest out. And then I'm gonna walk over to the door, like, you know, like those gym guys with the massive muscles, how they walk.
Yeah.
How they got like their arms out because they can't. The traps are too big, and so they can't put their arms down.
So is that wide Putin music playing as you enter?
Yeah. I'm like trying to like look intimidating, but obviously not very well. And I'm gonna like walk over to the door.
Alright, as you walk up the steps, you can see there's this equally wide fellow with sunglasses, even though it's like getting to dark, basically. He's got his arms folded as you come up. You can see he's got like these very, how can you say, like basic, not sort of sophisticated at all, cyber arms. They look like Southam War era cyberware, so he's probably a veteran. Yeah, so he's sort of got his arms folded over and he looks at you. Passcode.
Black Black Hand.
And he just nods very slightly at you. Shoe with you? And he looks over at Cryptid.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Don't cause any trouble. I ain't seen you before. You must be new. You've been invited in here. Don't squander such an offer.
You got it.
He steps off to the side and he opens up the door, and you can hear music is blasting through as you enter.
I turn back. I look at Cryptid. Ooh, we're going in.
It's happening!
Like a kid in a candy shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, head on in.
Alright, as you walk into the bar, you can see that it's actually not busy. There aren't many people at all. There's loud music playing, someone DJing, but it's pretty sparse tonight. And as you go in, you can see that there's a singular figure at the counter. Cat ears, purple hair, shimmery pale skin with sort of nano glitter particles. It's a face that you've seen in ads, animation, and cosplay. It's none other than Mouse from Danger Gal's Puma Squad, in the very chrome. So as you head on in, you can see that she's looking in your direction. She's wearing her sort of signature colors, purple mini dress, black biker shorts, olive jacket. And she's looking over at you and puts out a finger sort of to, puts a hand out to beckon you to come over.
These fangirls of Mouse, they try so hard to look like her.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do what she wants.
That's amazing. Alright, as you get closer, can you roll me a perception check?
And indeed.
First real roll of the session.
Perception. That would be a perception of 18.
18? Yeah, you can see that her jacket's like ripped up and stuff. One of the sleeves is just completely shredded. There's like a 3D printed splint and a honeycomb pattern visible through it, sort of to keep her arms sort of in a good condition. But you can see that the flesh underneath is like bruised really badly. But she's still, as you come there, you can see that she's like smiling at you and stuff.
As I see the jacket, I'm gonna lean back over to Cryptid. She can't even afford the proper jacket either, look at her.
And she, Cryptid just shakes her head. I think that's the real Mouse. Biosculpt like that would be too expensive for just some cosplayer to pull off.
Huh? But you saying that's a real Mouse?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're in the Forlorn Hope, aren't we? I guess that makes sense.
And she clips you on the back of the helmet.
My bad. I'm not used to this, okay?
Yeah, suddenly all these women are interested in me.
What's going on?
Yeah, you're just in a brain dance the whole time.
Hideo!
Yeah.
Match.
Oh man. Alright.
Just random question. Are you the real Mouse from, Danger Girls?
Yeah, so as you come up to the bar, she looks at you, smiles. As you get closer, yeah, you can see that if someone was trying to really cosplay her, you've seen her in photos and stuff. They would have to be really rich to do this. But Mouse is famous in Danger Gal, so if someone was that rich, they wouldn't really care about doing a biosculpt for her, They'd do like an expensive, well-known sort of celebrity biosculpt. Anyway, she smiles at you. Yeah, hi. You must be Bull?
I could be.
Is this your net running friend?
Could be. What's it to you?
Mutual friend recommended your services.
Who might our friend be?
Let's just say, without dropping any names, with people with pricked up ears, semi-famous actress, stars in BDs.
I would say famous. Semi-famous is a bit of an insult.
Whatever. Anyway, you're a solo?
I am indeed. The best there is, and I put my hands on my hip superhero pose.
Cryptid just pushes past behind you and sits down on the counter. She doesn't really care for the conversation. She's just there for the money and the job. Well, we've got business to discuss, and this woman's with you, I assume. She your runner?
Best runner in all of Night City.
That's what they all
Guaranteed.
say. Anyway, order what you like. Drinks are on Michiko Sanderson, so order what you want.
I like to keep a clear head if the job's tonight, you know what I mean?
Suit yourself. And she's got a little apple teeny and just chugs it back. Puts her hand up for another one.
Right, and so, what do you want? Is our mutual friend not coming?
No. -2 to next skill check because sad.
I cleaned my suit and everything for this.
Damn. Oh, are you wearing the suit?
I mean, like the armor. I cleaned up the armor.
Oh, okay,
Got rid
I
of
see.
The gore that was on it.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. So, you sure you don't want anything? Appletini. Bartender brings over another Appletini for Mouse.
Is whatever you're asking for us happening tonight?
Yeah. Time sensitive.
I'll just have a water then.
Alright. And Cryptid will put her hand up too. Cola.
Ooh, spicy.
And then a glass of water. Bottle of Nicola. Flies across the countertop and into your hands. The water and the cola into Cryptid's hand. And Mouse sort of turns to you, looks you up and down, just sort of like assessing you a little bit. And you're welcome to assess her as well if you want to do another perception check.
Yeah. She's quite beaten up, so see if I can find anything else.
Yeah.
Another 18.
Another 18? Okay. Yeah. Now that you're directly across from her at the bar table, you can see that she's a little bit on edge in her sort of face, the way she's holding herself. She's clearly trying to, downing those appletinis for a reason. Something isn't quite right. And I would say with an 18, you can also sort of step back and think for a second, why would Danger Gal be sort of outsourcing a job to a solo? They normally just handle everything in-house, you know what I mean? Investigative agency, things like that, sensitive information. So, yeah. Just a little something to think about.
Okay. What's up with your jacket? Looks like you got into a bit of a fight.
Yeah, something like that. I'll be fine.
Right. You need a big, strong man to come solve your problems?
No. Look, I'm not the one who wanted to get some outside help on this thing, but it is what it is. Boss tells me what I do it. Now, you interested or not?
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Alright. And she takes another sip, chugs half of the appletini.
Steady there, go.
Look, this is a big deal, alright? There was an accident at HQ, Danger Gal HQ. And we're looking into it, but we've been having, well, trouble. So, what happened was there were some chums who decided to test their luck and break into the building. Unfortunately, they did so while a few of Puma Squad, myself, and one other were, at the place. Skeleton crew overnight, you know how it is. But the fools were stopped dead in their tracks. Emphasis on the dead. We dealt with them. But now we have a crew of infiltrators to ID. And a few of them got away. And well, we're stuck. We don't really know who these people are. We need someone who runs on the streets 24/7, solo, someone like you, and a runner who can well, deal with anything net related.
Right. And who the hell stupid enough to break into the Danger Girls HQ?
I don't know, but they were... The way in which they infiltrated the HQ was... It was smart. Street level, but smart. If you want the details, I can give them to you, but if you don't care, then...
Well, what did they steal? Or what did they break in?
That we don't know either. We basically have no motive to go on. We don't really know who these people are. It's been really difficult to try and identify them. We think it might be some sort of street gang, but we're not sure. You know, selection year, we're currently dealing with a lot of sort of corpo level happenings, corrupt politicians, things like that. We're stretched thin, so...
Must be serious if the Danger Girls are having trouble investigating.
Yeah, well, anyway, our BD friend said that she was the only guy you trust.
Oh.
You were the only guy that she trusts. Sorry, alcohol's...
The what, sorry?
And she's like a little bit tipsy now.
Oh, I see. Alright, only person I can trust? Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, you want the deets or long story, short story?
It looks like you're about to fall off your chair, or it's probably best if you give us the short version.
Look,
How many drinks have you had?
2.
Uh,
And she puts her hand up for another one.
why don't you tell us the information we need before you have a third one?
Oh, sure. Well, the infiltration happened at, and she pulls out her agent for the deets. No, actually, I'd say that she has an internal agent. They flicker on her, on the Chiron on her cyber eyes. And she's sort of reading off a list of notes as her eyes flicker back and forth. Infiltration happened at 2:47 a.m. one night ago. Pantera and I were staying up late to binge watch the latest season of Elfline Online Chronicles in the archive room, and then Cryptid pushes past you and leans in. You saw the latest episode? And Mouse looks back. Yeah. We watched them as soon as they drop on the...
I start clicking my finger. Come back.
And Cryptid turns and sort of drinks more from her Coke.
You could talk to her in a second about it. Well, carry on.
Anyway, Pantera and I were in the archive room, and then the power flickered. Not a blackout, but a brownout, you know what I mean? Like the electricity flickers, low voltage, things like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, backup power generators kicked in, but then turned off, and then the power resumed like a minute later. So Pantera, our runner, she began a sweep of HQ's net, as per protocol, but we didn't think this was worth waking up the rest of the squad for, you know? But I do regret it. Anyway, during her sweep, Pantera noticed an oddity on one of the cameras near the archive room. So, like usually, security cameras do a slow pan of an area back and forth, but one appeared to be jammed, pointing at a fixed spot. We then moved towards the archive room exit to inspect the camera, but before we could, basically all hell broke loose. We ran straight into a team of 6 people trying to enter the room. Don't even know how they got in. Firefight ensued. We were outnumbered. Pantera got wounded. My arm got really badly messed up. Jacket too. But I managed to drag Pantera into the records room, close the door. And then from there... and then she's sort of scrolling with her eyes, looking up to get more information. So Pantera, she was doing something with the net. She activated the fire suppression system through a control node, and she flooded the room with gas. It's usually meant to, starve fires of oxygen, but it seemed to have the same effect on the infiltrators. She finishes off her current appletini, puts the glass down, and then Cryptid turns around and leans in. Your net architecture is ran at all times by a runner? And Mouse shakes her head. No, we don't. Well, because our squads get sent out and so do the runners, they can't stay jacked in at all times. Cryptid shakes her head. See. Then Mouse turns back to look at you. Any questions so far? Should I continue?
Just carry on.
Alright, so, as we attempted to leave, and sort of see what was going on, we heard gunfire, breaking glass. The entire building was on alert at this point. Another member of our squad, Tigress, she actually watched it happen. She saw them leave, rappel down to the street, and vanish into an alleyway. So we followed up with an investigation. The following morning, the footage we were able to receive showed that 2 infiltrators managed to escape down a maintenance hole into the city's storm drains, and they just vanished. So we yeah.
Sorry, did this happen early this morning?
Yesterday morning. Anyway, 2 were found dead. The other 2 are now in comas due to oxygen starvation. But another interesting point was that the camera appeared to have been sabotaged with this sort of quick spray foam crate. You can get it from any vendor store, but it's like a common street level hack that they do on security cameras. It's designed to sort of get netrunners to come and check in, physically to see what's going on, and they can take them out. That's why we initially thought it was a street gang. And Cryptid leans in again. Well, that'd need a lot of luck trying that on me.
Amen to that.
And that's about it. So if you want, I can take you and show you the bodies. Got them in a truck here, ready to look at right now.
Yeah, I was literally about to ask, what were the people wearing? Did they have any tattoos or anything, But we can see the bodies, that's great.
Yeah, do you want to go now?
Cryptid, is there anything? Do you want another drink, or are you ready to go party?
She chugs down the rest of her cola, slams the glass on the table. Nope, let's go, I guess.
After you.
Alright. So, Mouse begins leading you out the back of the Forlorn Hope, sort of like around past where the DJ is, and like out to like delivery sort of zone where trucks can pull up and stuff.
Yeah.
And as you go along, she's sort of talking to you. So in the truck, you'll well, first, as you're checking the bodies for clues, keep them intact, please. They're only corpses, but well,
What do you think I'm gonna do with them?
I don't know.
You got some weird people, danger girls that like playing with bodies or something?
She sort of raises one eyebrow. What?
Where'd you get that idea from, eh?
I don't know. Anyway, there are only the corpses here. The other 2 needed medical attention, so they're back at HQ. If they wake up and give any data, I can let you know. Depends if you actually gonna find out anything. Anyway.
Well, if you feel free to give me your number so you can, contact it when that happens.
Yeah, actually that's a good idea, and she flicks you her number.
As that happens, I take a screenshot of it, and I write Mouse from Danger Girl, like O-face, and then I send that as text to Matt.
Yeah, he's just like not
also
believing
blur out
any.
The last numbers.
Yeah. That's so funny. One day he'll get to meet one of these supposed people that you're getting to meet.
Yeah.
Alright. So the truck is sort of pulled up at right there, and it opens up, and it looks like it's a mobile sort of investigation center. So there are like operating tables that can fold away, and currently there are 4 bodies sort of laid out in a line. Oh, sorry, 2 bodies. The other 2 are back at the thingamajig.
So is this van, has it been like suited out as like an ambulance type thing where... Yeah, like those portable like police trucks, you know what I mean? Like they can do swabs, things like that, but then it's also like an ambulance as well. And these bodies,
yeah. So I'll give you the rundown.
Yeah.
And let me just, as you're leaving sort of the main bar, I'll just change it a little bit. Alright. So you can see body number 1 belongs to a 20-something-year-old. He's got a very vibrant blue mohawk. He doesn't have any markings on him, but you can see he's got a neural link installed and a chipware socket under his right ear. Now it looks like the cause of death was that his chest was exploded from maybe auto fire or a couple shotgun blasts. That's the general sort of appearance. Now body number 2 is late teens, early 20s man with bright green hair, and he was shot through the gut. You can see that there's blood all poured around his gut, and he has 2 large, very like oversized cyber eyes. And you can see that off to the left there are 2 lockers there, and it's got body number 1 labeled on it and body number 2. And before she leaves, Mouse points at those and said, "Their belongings," and then turns and leaves.
Oh, okay. See you. Well, that was I was not expecting this evening for me to end up in a van full of dead bodies. That's for sure. Cryptid, you got any experience with searching bodies?
Yeah, and she sort of leaps onto the truck, and the truck sort of weighs down from all her cyberware, and her four arms just start like lashing out and sort of like looking through the dead bodies as she looks. So she is gonna roll what should we get her to do? A little perception check, maybe. Little cheeky perception check. Oh no, we'll go with deduction. She's got a 10 in deduction. Oh, 8.
Whoa.
8, sorry. You got a 2.
Oh no.
But she's looking around. She actually can't notice anything. She's sort of looking at them, and they just look like booster gangers, wannabe edge runners. Nothing special about them.
Oh. So, you had much luck with the hacking Neuralink before?
Well, on alive people, on a dead body, could mess me up.
Anything in his chip socket?
She looks closer. Nothing. Why didn't go look at his belongings? I'll have a look at the other guy.
Okay. Head over to body 1 locker.
Alright, locker opens. You can see in there that there's a giant hammer, assault rifle, cell phone, armor jack, some bloodied clothing, flashlight. That's all.
Okay. Have a look at the agent.
Right. Grab the agent. Oh, cell phone. It's not actually an agent, just a normal cell phone.
Oh, just cell phone, yeah.
Yeah. It's got a few numbers programmed into it, but it's just like some random names. Like one of them says just mum, GF. Yeah, nothing special.
So is this a burn?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. It could be a burner phone that's being used as a normal phone because he can't afford an agent.
Any of the names suspicious, or they're all just generic?
All just generic. Looks like he's just got some family and friends on there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put that phone down to the side just for the time being, and I would like to look at the locker for body 2.
All right. Locker number 2 opens up. You can see there's a heavy pistol in there. Similar cell phone. You can see that there are a few more sort of artifacts in there, like personal belongings that might have some sort of importance to the person. There's a metal token, like a coin. You can see that there's some more bloody clothing. There's a radio scanner and a music player. There's a photo. And the photo's very worn and faded, but it looks like it's some kind of like underground area, some sewers or something. Yeah.
Good. I'll put the photo aside with the phone from the other guy, and the phone from body 2. Does it just sort of have the same contact list, where it's just like random family names?
Yeah, you go to open up his one, and there are no numbers in that one. That looks like it's being used as an actual whatchamacallit, disposable phone.
So there's no. If I look at the calls that are previously had, there's nothing in there. No numbers listed.
No.
So it's a completely blank phone. Cryptid.
And she sort of pushes her arms off the wall like a spider and looks at you. What?
It's weird. This phone literally has nothing in it. It's like, I know it might be a burner phone, but do you want to do like one of your nerd scan things on both these phones to see if there's anything hiding?
Well, they're just burner phones. They don't have an interface. I can't jack into that.
What? Oh, jack into it? Oh. I thought anyone could do it. It would have been you, you know. It's a shame.
And she sort of looks at you with a blank face.
You know any secret codes or anything you can do on these phones on like a secret menu?
I can give it a try. And she pulls it up, but actually it's basic tech. So she's gonna roll her base of 4 for basic tech. 9.
Oh,
Not bad at all. 15, but no, it's not quite enough. She's sort of playing with it, and she's like, "This is before my time."
she's just playing Snake.
Yeah, yeah,
Did you do it? Hang on.
yeah.
Okay. I'll have a look at the personal belongings and like the coin, for example, see if there's any markings on it, or if there's any gang symbols or anything noticeable on their clothing that they were wearing.
Okay. How about you can roll... There are patterns and stuff on them. Because people, throw all sorts of labels over their outfits nowadays. But, yeah, you can roll a streetwise check. Local expert. Yeah.
Jeez. I think I got a local expert.
What's your local expert?
Local expert is Westbrook.
Ah, Westbrook, yeah. Okay, yep.
So roll that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use 2 of my luck here.
Okay.
18!
18. Okay, looking over the bodies, you can tell that it's definitely not someone from Westbrook. They don't have any sort of Japanglish sort of words over them, anything like that. No slang that's used with a sort of mix of Asian cultures in that area. No tiger claw patches or anything like that. Definitely not from that area.
And what about the coin?
Yeah, the coin itself looks a little bit faded. Roll me a perception check on that one. Or deduction.
There'll be a perception. 18. Oh, I
18.
get 18 for perception.
Oh yeah, that's weird, eh? Alright, as you're looking over the coin, it's very nondescript. It looks like a $3 coin of some kind, like a US penny or something like that. It's not. It's just something that's sentimental, perhaps, to the victim. It doesn't look to have anything identifiable on it, though.
Cryptid, you ever seen a blank coin before?
And she sort
Flip
of
it over to her.
she catches it. Pre-war coin.
You know anywhere that deals with this?
I mean, you can find them around. A little rare, though, maybe. I've seen ones in better condition, though, and she hands it back to you.
Alright, pocket it, because it might be rare. Um,
There was also a photo.
yeah, a photo of the sewer. Is there any people in this photo? Is it literally just a photo of some random sewer?
Yeah, I'd say with your 18, don't worry about rolling another one. You can see in the photo, like, looking closely, you can see that there's almost, like, people, like, far away posing for a photo sort of thing. So, like, rather than it being a portrait shot, someone's gone up very high and taken a photo and people are waving up.
No. And again, it's just like a nondescript sewer.
Yeah. Yeah, it just looks like somewhere under Night City.
Cryptid, do you know any sewers that are big enough to house this many people?
He sort of looks a bit confused. Geography ain't really my thing. She grabs the photo and has a look at it. I mean, could check
any of these people?
No, but I could check the data pool for anything to do with under the sewers or people living down there, I guess.
Worth a shot.
Right, so she is gonna roll for library search using the data pool.
The people in the photo, are they all like sort of the same wear as these two gentlemen here? Where they're just like random clothing, there's nothing uniform between them?
Yes. They do look sort of hillbilly-ish. Almost nomadic.
Ragtag.
Yeah, ragtag, yeah. But yeah, Cryptid sort of is looking through the data pool at the moment on her. Does she have an internal agent? Let me have a look.
If she does, do we have to talk out loud? Can we just call each other from our internal agents?
She does not. She has just a normal agent. Sorry.
That'd be good doing telepathic communication.
Yeah. It was like in the video game. I used to think it's so weird that like a face pops up when how are they doing it if they're not holding their cameras like a selfie, right? But
yeah,
it's the AI and the agent making their face and playing it to you. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know that until I was reading about the
cool.
agent. Yeah. But yeah, Crypto's looking through for like about 5 minutes. You're sort of sitting down like, oof, I don't really know. I don't really know what's going on. And then she stops and she looks at you. Does the term Shroomer Boy mean anything to you?
Rumor Boy?
Yeah.
I can't say I've heard that name before. Should I?
And she's gonna get up and she's gonna go look at the guy with the large cyber eyes. And she isn't gonna jack into them or anything, but she's just gonna like pull them open. And then she looks back at you.
Yours?
No. Now she's gonna pull out her interface plugs from one of her hands and plug it into his cyber eyes. She has to sort of rotate the cyber eye off to the left, so the guy's sort of cross-eyed now. But she moves the eye and plugs it in. And then you can see sort of code start streaming over a blue neon cyber eyes.
Be careful, alright?
There's silence for about 30 seconds. Curious. And then she pulls out the interface plugs from the eye and looks at you. His eyes, they were programmed for low light, dark dwelling.
Oh, yeah?
And this term, Shroomer Boy, I'm sure I've heard it or read it somewhere before, I just can't remember. You're on the street a lot, I don't go out. You heard of it?
Boy. Have I heard it?
Roll me a streetwise check. Oh, I didn't realize, I forgot to look at chat properly. It's like, people are messaging.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Mostly error lie.
Oh, wow. 13.
13? Streetwise? Yep. Oh, yes. So, Shroomer Boy, you know about a lot of street drugs that are thrown around on the streets and stuff, especially in Westbrook. Tiger Claws usually deal with, more illicit substances, but stuff like shrooms and that definitely dealt with more in the Corpo Center, combat zone, but now the combat zone's sort of been shut down, or sort of rebuilding, and going away, it's made the shrooming business sort of boom, because now there isn't, it's not so dangerous for these people to be trading in the corporate center. And even in the area you're in now, like old Chinatown, old Japantown. But yeah, Shroomer Boy is used to refer to someone who's selling shrooms.
Yeah, I remember Max, my nephew. He was got approached by some random guy offering some mushroom drug or something. Beat the hell out of him, that's for sure. I think he was a shroom guy. I think Max said something about shroom. Maybe it's drug dealers or something. Maybe that's why they're hiding in the sewers.
Right. Well, I mean,
There are mushrooms down there, right?
Yeah, they could be growing it. Could have been a nomad pack that decided to, eke out a living down in the sewers. Just a bunch of freak gangers or something. Poser gang, booster gang.
I mean, if that's the case, what the hell does a family nomad of broom-growing hillbillies want with the danger girls?
Yeah, I don't know.
That don't make sense.
Doesn't.
Maybe our favorite fixer might know something.
Oh, Miss Minor?
Yeah, of course. Who else?
I mean, you want to call her. I don't want to call her.
Well, why don't you want to call her?
That's nothing.
I don't know. I'm not sure I want to call her now.
The Cryptid's gonna turn and just start walking off the truck.
I want to go back into the locker for body 1, and I would like to take the ammunition from the assault rifle that's in there.
Take the ammo?
Yeah.
All right.
It's expensive.
Yeah, there's let's say 2 rounds, so you can have like 20 bullets.
Let's go. Sweet. Yeah, there's nothing else really useful in those lockers, was there? A hammer in one of them. I don't need a hammer. Yeah. If that's the case, then I'll put everything away back into the lockers nicely, and I'll
except for
return
the
bodies. Except from the bullets, but we don't know about that. And put the bodies, cover the bodies however they were before we arrived.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'm going to jump out and assume Cryptid is heading back into the Forlorn Hope.
Yeah, Cryptid has stopped in her tracks, and she's actually back on the data pool again. And then she turns to you. Have you ever heard of Mrs. Suzuki's bodega?
Suzuki?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, we're best pals.
Really?
I don't know. What's she got?
Well, it says here, her bodega, I guess, just advertises 100% Shroomer grown lichen desserts. Night City delicacy. Just a public ad.
That's suspicious. And where does it say it is?
Well, old Japantown. Just a few blocks over.
Oh, damn. You want to check it out?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let's go.
Okay. You want to walk?
It's just a couple blocks over, right?
Yeah.
Let me just, I'm gonna send Mouse a text and just say, we've got a lead, something to do with Shroomer Boys. We're going to go get dessert.
Mouse just puts 3 question marks. Okay. You done with the truck?
Yes, yeah. Let me know if there's anything your girl's fine.
Sure. And then she puts a little, just like a simple smiley face.
Alrighty. We'll head over to this dessert shop.
Alright. Well, it's actually a bodega. So the dessert is just maybe one food that's offered. Bodega is like a konbini, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But as you're heading over, let's just, like, take a 1-minute break. I just need to go to the bathroom really bad.
Yep, sounds good.
Unmuting, there we go. Oh, could you just talk for a second?
Hello, hello. Test 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Alright. Yeah, so the two of you are walking, Cryptid and Bull, sort of out the back of the Forlorn Hope, and then off to the left and south down towards old Japantown. And so in Campaign 1, this is the area that all of the apartment people lived at. But now, all these sort of downtrodden buildings are being turned into like high-rises for, you know, apartment buildings, things like that, and sort of merging into the area of the Glen, which was more of an upscale place even 2 years ago. A lot of people lived there. Not quite mega buildings, but like, you know, 20-story high apartment buildings. So there's just construction going on everywhere, and a lot less roadside shootings, things like that. Yeah, it's you can kind of feel a bit safe. You feel a little bit safer as you walk down the street. The gangers and things like that of the combat zone are slowly being pushed more and more south down to Pacifica with each passing year, and so up towards sort of the center point of the Corpo zone, you know, like that middle island of Night City. The area that you're in now has like probably the least amount of crime in the old combat zone area. So
wow.
Yeah, the two of you are walking down the street and slowly making your way to Mrs. Suzuki's bodega, and she, Cryptid, is currently sort of holding up her agent with the location on the map. You ever been to Old Japantown?
I can't say I've ever been to this old Japan town. The last time I went through here was a couple years ago, and it was a shithole.
Yeah. Doesn't look so bad now, huh?
Ah, might need to get a placer.
Huh. You looking to move out of the mega building?
I mean, that's just a work thing, you know. The quicker I can get out of that situation, the better.
Oh, I thought the apartments were quite nice there.
Yeah, it's messy.
Messy? What do you mean?
You know, I'm sort of stuck there. It might be a nice apartment, but I sort of can't go anywhere else at the moment.
Yeah, I guess in my case, I don't mind just staying at home. Not going out.
That's a little sad, you know, right? You need to get out and socialize a bit more.
She just looks at you. No, I really don't.
Wait, look, you almost had a conversation. I apologize for interrupting. I know it was a 1 in a million miracle that something like that was going to happen for you, but you know, you can go out and have a watch party with Mouse and her friends, you know, for that game thing that you like. You know, you need to get out there.
Cryptid, like, physically recoils and almost retches. No, I'm fine. Look, here it is. And you guys walk up to the bodega, and actually, this bodega has been set up in the very spot that Miss Takeshi's old ramen shop was at. Across from the old apartment building. Of course, Bill doesn't know anything about this, but the old apartment building was basically destroyed, obliterated by Voodoo Boys who came back for revenge on Karen. But now the place is being sort of turned into, sadly, what Network News 54 originally intended with WorldSat. They have built their radio tower there on their building, so there's a little Network News 54 station there set up now. But across from the street, Mrs. Suzuki's Gourmet Bodega in bright neon and in English and katakana are up on the front of this little convenience store.
Hey, look, Cryptid, it's your people. You should be able to talk with her.
She turns and, and just looks at you. Excuse me?
Yeah, that's one of those Asian languages, right?
And she puts two hands on her hips, one hand on her chin, and the other hand up, like, over her eyes, like shaking her head. I'm Korean.
Yeah?
They are Japanese.
Ah, well, how am I supposed to know that? Come on, I'm sure she speaks Korean as well.
Anyway,
right?
let's focus, Bull. And she walks over and doesn't go in the doors, the sort of clear glass doors, probably bulletproof, but you can see in. And she sort of leans against the corner and looks into the place. And she just looks around. And she is going to use her scanner ability to find the access point.
Oh.
6. He does not. So she looks around. Can't see from here. Place looks nice though. Access point. All these bodegas around here have access points.
What do they look like?
Little mini control panels into the wall, like, you know,
like a fuse box?
You know, yeah, like a fuse box, but very small.
Oh yeah, I'll have a look.
All right. Well, you don't have an interface, so just roll me a d10.
Yeah. 9, baby.
9. You look around. You can't see it either. It might be obscured by one of the aisles, because the aisles with the food are packed quite high. But like you can see in, like the place is clean, very well lit. The goods are just sort of stuffed into the shelves rather than packed nicely. Just on like wire racks. There's a calico cat in the door waving its paw. It looks to be like a young man at one of the kiosks, checkout kiosks.
Why don't we go in and have a closer look? I can keep the cashier distracted if you wanna take a look.
Yeah, I don't like going into buildings if I can access the net architect. So how about you go in first? I'll go in after you. Looks like I'm not with you. You go deal with the guy at the checkout, and I'll go have a look around. How's that sound?
Sounds perfect. Let's turn and walk in.
Alright, so as you walk into the bodega, there's the young man's Asian guy standing at the counter, and he bows at you and calls over, "Irashaimase!"
Oh, hey mate, You having a good night?
Yes, yes. Can I help you?
Yeah, look for the kibble chips.
Kibble chips? What flavor? We got all kinds of kibble chips. I love how the kibble ad came up as we said that as well.
Did it? Sponsored.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, where's the aisle, mate? Can't decide.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Where's the aisle? Can't decide on the flavour.
Aisle number 2.
Oh, perfect.
Alright, now in this time, Cryptid has gone around to the back of the sort of room, and we're going to swap over to the combat map. Not for combat, but just so you've got an idea of how things are looking. So you should be able to see that.
Ooh.
I'll just get rid of that, because she's not in there yet. Just you and this guy at the moment. And Cryptid's gone around to the back looking at the vending machine in the corner. That happened last episode too, Iralai says in chat. What, one of the ads came up as we were talking about something? Oh, which ad came up? Look, it's Alice, and Alice's brain dance ad comes up.
Am I then?
Yeah. You went to your nephew's restaurant.
Oh, what? And the kibble ad came up.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I actually really want to make an ad for the kebabs. Like, and it's like it has like descending KKK, but then it has like, you know, Kevin's kosher kebabs, and it says at the bottom, "It's not what you think." Yeah.
You got to do it now.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Yeah. Anyway, Cryptid has now found the access point down in the bottom left, and as you are talking with Benny, talking with the guy, you don't know his name yet. Just move you. You're going off towards aisle number 2.
Yes, yeah.
Right, so you start heading over there. Cryptid is going to now jack into the net architecture. So she has 4 net actions. Her first one is going to be jacking in, but now you're going to get to see the beautiful net architecture. Give me a second. I don't know why it does that.
Oh, we saw everything. We saw it all.
Yeah. Give me a minute. Right, and she's going to use her second action to scan the access point. But first, just give me a minute. This is my first time doing this in a long, long time. Yeah, she is going to... She's going to scan the net architecture to see how much she can reveal. So that is a 5-9 that reveals the first floor.
Oh, nice.
And the second floor.
Oh, nice.
So, Cryptid is gonna scan in, and she can see the first 2 floors of this net architecture. So she can see that there is a file and a hellhound. And so as she's sort of looking in, she's getting a bit curious. Why is there some black ice on this network? It's a bit odd. But yeah, she's going to use her third action to try and hack this file. Let's give it a shot.
You can do it.
Yeah.
What? DV8.
Yes.
So it's a D10 plus your roll ability level.
Yeah. So I only have to get a 4. Come on! Don't suck. Yay, she did it.
Yay!
All right. So she jumps into this file. Hellhound is further down, so it's not coming anywhere near her. But if she wants to go any further, she will have to slide past it. Anyway, she gets into the file and she can see that it is a password for another file. So it's just a file that's got a password typed into it, saved on the desktop, something like that, not sure.
Yeah.
She has to actually use ID to identify the file's worth. So I'll just roll for that as well. Yes, she succeeds, no worries. Just what I said then, that's the end of her net running turn. It is now over to you, so you've just walked down to aisle number 2.
Have I seen that you have walked in and started doing this stuff?
As you're going on aisle 2, you can see Cryptid very clearly up in the corner. So, like, if Benny starts sort of going around looking, he will definitely see her. She's too tall.
Okay. I'll just grab... I'll grab three bags of different flavors. I'll get salt and vinegar. We'll get a barbecue one.
Yeah.
And... to get regular, regular.
Alright, no worries.
And I'll grab all these bags. Like, these are these 3 flavors. Have you had all 3 of them at the same time? And I'm gonna be as loud as possible and take the bags over and just and put them onto the counter. Mate, you have not lived if you have not had one of these kibbles stacked on top of each other. One bite. It is gorgeous, mate. Here, have some now. And I'm just gonna start opening the bag.
Oh no, you should pay for that first. It's
Oh yeah. How much, mate?
How many bags? 3?
3 bags, yeah.
That'll be 20 eddies.
Oh, no problem, mate. No problem. Slam down 20 eddies and just start opening up the packets.
Alright, so you start opening up the packets and he's sort of rubbing the back of his head. Oh no. What do you want there? And as you're causing a bit of a ruckus, a woman walks out from the door that leads off the back of the room from behind the counter, and she's gonna walk on out, and she's not overly conspicuous. She looks kind of normal, just like the other guy does. But she walks out, and she's just looking and seeing what's going on. Just checking that you're not here to rob her, because you are dressed up in your full gear, so...
when she comes out, I'll lower my helmet down. So, it's almost like a hood type thing. So I lower it down, oh, sorry, ma'am. Hope you having a good night.
You're a shame, I say. What are you doing?
Oh, it's a great night. I'm just getting some chips,
Uh-huh. How about you eat those outside?
Oh, I'm just offering my friends some. It's a long night, busy. Yeah. I start opening them up and I start stacking them on top of each other and handing it over to the guy.
And the guy sort of accepts the chips and thanks you, bows his head just slightly and starts eating them. And he looks back at the lady and says, "Auntie, it's fine. He just wants some kibble chips." She just puts her hands on her hips. All right. She turns and just heads out of the room. Leans more against the wall, just keeping an eye on things. But where she is, she can't see Cryptid. Then the guy at the counter, he's still looking at you, just sort of accepting the chips and trying it.
Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Hey, I'll go get you a pack as well. Sorry for messing. I'm gonna go over and grab another 3 packs. Come back over.
Alright. You go over, grab 3 more, chuck them down, and he's like, So what are the flavors again? And now we're going to go back to Cryptid. She is going to scan deeper now. Oh, she rolled an... Oh, that's great. That's a 12. That's perfect. So she can see the next 2 levels. Reveal those. So she can see that on the 3rd and 4th floor there are 2 control nodes. So she is now gonna sort of bite her lip and decide, does she want to try get past the Hellhound, slip past that, or just jack out now? Sits there for a second. Then she just sort of, stuff it, and now she's gonna try slide past the Hellhound.
Oh, come on.
Alright, she got a 10.
Oh?
Oh, 1! By 1.
Oh, let's go.
So in the net, her little avatar, she takes the form of like one of those spider ladies from like Japanese mythology. And so that she sort of like leaps up in the air and then the net and flies around past the Hellhound. The Hellhound's like a little wolf sleeping on the ground, made out of like red net architectural sort of spikes and stuff. And she flings past that and she gets to the control node. And she is going to... I don't think she needs to ID that. That's for a files DV. Just give me a second. Yeah, I don't think she has to. She can just use it. Oh, sorry, there's jack in, jack out, use interface, activate, deactivate. Let me just look through her programs. Give me a second. Oh, I did have my Sia booster. Wow. Yeah, she is not going to activate any of her programs. They're not applicable in this instant. But she is going to activate the first control node, which activates the bodega's camera. And so now she's going to start looking around to see what she can see. But it's only operating the camera. It's not, like, she's not able to scroll through the recordings or anything like that. Just operating the camera.
Yeah.
Very simple control node. Yes, exactly. So she kind of goes, damn it. She has 2 more actions. So she's going to use Pathfinder again. Let's see if she can get the rest of the architecture. Oh, yep, there we go. She can now see that there's a file just before root access down at the bottom of the architecture. So that's the full net architecture in glorious animation. So she's going to use her last action to deactivate the camera and move up to where the shutters are, but she's out of actions for now. Back to you, Bull. So you've brought up 3 more bags and chucked them on the counter. Oh no, I guess that's another 20 eddies.
Yeah, so I'm the 20s and I push the chips over to him.
Alright. Well, you push them over to him to give to him, or?
Yeah. For causing the trouble, like, for getting him in trouble with the boss, and so I bought him the same packs.
Oh, okay, well that's
yours,
quite...
mate, the yours.
Well, I mean, I can eat them whenever I want. You should take them.
No, mate, I'm giving them to you for causing the trouble with the boss, you know, just trying to have a good night, you know, and, you know, I was outside, I looked in, you looked quite sad being in here, you know, no people around, it's, long night, I thought I'd give you some company, you know, my wife's just left me, I'm pretty depressed, I'm not too sure what to do, man. I don't know, man, you know, I just enjoy eating the kibble chips, and you look like a nice guy to talk to.
Okay, well...
I just on a ramble.
Well, what's your name, sir? I'm Benny Suzuki.
I wipe my hand on my pants to get rid of all the crumbs and the Cheeto finger thing, and extend my hand out to him under the counter. I'm Dave, mate. I'm Dave. It's nice to meet you.
You too. Yoroshiku. And you can see as you're leaning in, you can see that he's got a hoodie on, but it's a very loose-fitting hoodie. And as he shakes your hand, you can see there's a heavy pistol holstered, like on a shoulder rig under his Night City University hoodie.
Oh, I pull my hand back. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean anything by it.
No, it's fine. You're a generous guy. Right. So
Generous City, right?
As you guys are talking, the doors to the bodega open up, and two very cybered up individuals walk in. And they look around.
Hey, more the merrier. Mates, come over here. You gotta try these crisps, mate. They're great.
So, you can roll me either perception check, streetwise check,
Perception,
or deduction check.
Okay. My God, my 4th perception roll, 18.
What? So hang on, what's your base?
14.
Your base is 14, so you just keep getting 4s.
I keep on getting 4s from my perception roll.
It's so weird.
Let me just do it again. That is my roll, but I'm just gonna check.
Yeah.
Okay, it rolled something else. Okay, we're fine.
It's not
So
glitched out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's crazy. Right. So as the two gangers come in, 18, yeah, you can see maelstrommers. And so they walk on in. And they're sort of looking around for a little bit. Now, I'll give you an opportunity. Is there anything that you want to do in this moment?
Aside from offer them the crisps, I'm not too sure.
So you've got these chips chips like all in your hands and stuff. Chuck the chips at them, like.
I don't want to cause anything until I know that that Cryptid has finished doing what she's done. I just want to keep their attention, and so by doing that, I'm gonna like turn around, like, hey, come, try these, and hold out the crisps out to them. You got to try these flavors, mate.
So this crazy Maelstrommer woman is gonna walk up to you, and she's gonna pull out her weapon. She's got a little pistol. She's gonna pull it out from her hip and point it at you. Scram! Get out of here!
I'm not causing any trouble. Okay, yeah. I want to just walk over to the, the 6 aisles, the top right one.
Yeah.
Just like backing away with my hands up with the crisps and backing over to the square right of the top right aisle.
Square right of. Oh, why
2 to the left.
Just give me a second. It always ends up selecting all of them. I have no idea why it does that.
It's an earthquake. We're all moving.
Yeah. It's so annoying. Give me a minute. Right, so kind of like there, like just to the right of it, you mean? To the right of...
Yeah, like moving to the side with my hands up, like, oh, no trouble, I'm not being in trouble.
Yeah. Move them back. Oh, why is it moving you now? Ah, stop it!
Whoa.
So annoying. Right there, you... Okay. Ha! Right. Anyway, so, as you're moving over to this counter, the girl with this sort of like flashed up red hair, I gotta remember now, I just gotta grab them individually because stupid. She's gonna walk up to the counter, and the guy at the door is sort of leaning against the door, keeping an eye out, but he's also sort of keeping an eye on you, because you're you. And he... Just give me a second. I believe he's got a shotgun. Yeah, he's got a shotgun. Alright. And so the woman walks up to the counter, walks up to poor Benny Suzuki, and she points her gun at him. Eddies! Put your eddies in this bag! And she puts a bag on the counter. Hurry! Don't go all night. Alright. So now, Cryptid can clearly hear this. She's still in the net architecture. And she's resting on the second node, and she's gonna... You got an internal agent, right?
Yes, I do, yep.
Okay. She's gonna call you on her agent. No, flick you a text that'll pop up. And so she texts you, I can close the shutters of the door down on this guy. Push him into it, and I'll activate it.
I just send a thumbs icon back up to her.
Alright. You ready?
When I'm waiting for, like... What's Vinny doing in response to being requested to hand over the money?
Benny's very slowly going for it, but he's also talking very loudly, like, ridiculously, like, okay, I'll get you the money, and obviously trying to get the attention of Azam.
Is that getting the attention of the guy by the door?
Not really. He's looking at you. He's looking at Benny and his partner, but also just quickly peeking outside to make sure no one's coming in.
Okay, when he turns around to peek outside, that's when I just wanna step and shoulder.
Alright, no problem. So eventually, yep, he turns and take a little peek. You can run up and just go and charge him. Do you want to just roll a brawling attack?
Okay.
I'll give him
I'm gonna use my last 2 luck just to make sure this works.
He's gonna have a minus. I'll give him a -2. Yeah, he did.
24.
He got a 9.
Good.
Alright, yep. So you push him back, and he basically, the doors open up, and then he sort of stands in the middle of that. You pushed him perfectly, and then Cryptid activates the control node with her first net action for this round, and the doors slam down and cut him clean in half, and his body just completely separates, and his guts are sort of resting on half of the door and sliding down onto the floor in a pool of blood. And as these doors close down, the woman at the counter who's getting the money, she's going to turn and look at... What the heck are you doing? And at this time as well, the woman who you met earlier is going to come running out, and she is holding, you can see as you turn to look at her and the Maelstrom girl, she's holding an assault rifle. And she just comes around the corner and she's ready to shoot this lady. Benny's reaching for his pistol. And you can react now.
I want to just look like I've moved in shock of what's happened, so I'm not involved in it.
Yeah.
And put my hands back up and be like, oh my god, what's going on? What the hell's happened to the door? And I want to back to the 2 squares to the left behind the aisle.
Sorry, where did you say so?
To the left, 2 to the left.
Two
so
to
I'm
the
behind
left.
the aisle.
Yeah.
The count, yeah.
Yeah, so you move back. What happened to the door? Alright, the Maelstrom girl is just going to start trying to make a run for it with the cash that she's got. So she snatches the bag from across the counter. Mrs. Suzuki, the woman down here, she's going to turn around the corner and go to try and shoot this lady with her assault rifle. She's going to try auto fire as well.
So did Cryptid open the door back up again? Like, did it go closed up?
No, it's still
Or is it
closed
still
and it
closed?
looks a little bit stuck. There's
Okay.
currently no way of getting
right.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course it's stuck. It's just got jammed on his body.
Yeah, yeah. Right, she rolled a 14. Oh, she freaking missed. Alright, so she starts
Also why I'm not
spraying.
getting involved.
Yeah, she starts spraying all of these bullets around the room and putting bullets everywhere. Benny's gonna use his action to freaking just get down on the ground. And the Maelstrom girl is actually, she's got some speedwear or something installed because she starts dodging a little bit. And she's gonna pull up her pistol to try and shoot Mrs. Suzuki.
Oh.
Nah!
How old is Miss Suzuki?
She looks to be in her 30s to 40s, you're not really sure.
A businesswoman.
Yeah.
On the grind, queen. Let's go.
Yeah, the Maelstrom girl is gonna pull up her pistol and go to shoot. She definitely hits. Let's roll the damage. Oh, she got 2 criticals. Oof.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's 13 damage. Alright. Where's my marker? 13. That is... stop, 7, 6, 5.
Well, fingers crossed you get what you need from that file, because our other
They're gonna be dead.
eating out.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, just a minute. Quite difficult to do it all.
I imagine.
I think once we've done it, like, maybe from next session I'll be even faster, but yeah. Alright, so she's gonna shoot with her pistol. Oh, it's rate of fire 2. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, that's 1 damage, easy. Completed again. Alright, so yeah, Mrs. Suzuki, she's actually gonna, like, feel 2 shots go into her Kevlar vest that she's got under her jacket, and she's gonna fall back against the wall and actually, like, kind of slide down to the ground. She's not damaged, but just the force of it, sort of, like, pushed into her and bruised her 2 shoulders. Benny's gonna start crawling along the ground. Not all of the characters, freaking Benny only. Goodness gracious. And he's going to start crawling along the ground. That guy is... I don't know why it does this as. Oh, and now it's your turn. What would you like to do? So this Maelstrom girl has just shot 2 shots into Mrs. Suzuki.
I would like to go, Benny, no! And then I want to move, like, slide to the 3 to the left, 1 up, so that I'm, like, right in front of that black shelving unit.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna, like, use it as a leverage to support shooting, and I want to aim at the Maelstrom lady. I'm curious whether or not I want to do.
Now can assault? How do you have your assault rifle?
It's just a sling, like, over my shoulder.
Okay, yeah, sweet as then. That'll be in the 7 to 12, yeah. So you need to hit a 16.
Yeah.
I assume your base is it 14 or?
My base is 16. I'm curious if I want to do an aim shot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do. No, fuck it. I'm gonna do an aim shot.
But you're out of luck, right?
Yeah. So I got to get a 22.
Oh, good luck.
Come on. 25. Let's go.
25.
This is the aim shot for the head.
Oh, roll.
So whatever this is, times 2.
Roll for damage.
And then if she's got any.
Oh,
Does she have head armor?
Her head is cybered up, so she's Probably got at least like the skin weave in there, yeah. Give me a second, I forgot to roll the crit
17.
injury on Mrs. Suzuki.
Oh, yeah. That's a 34 to the head.
34 to the head? Holy moly. Oh, she doesn't have head armor. Tell me what happens.
So, like, almost in slow motion. No.
Chips flying in the air.
Yeah. And, yeah, the shot just goes off and just perfectly through, like, I guess through the side. Because she's looking down, isn't she?
Yeah.
So it would just go through the side.
Right
and
through
just,
the temples.
Like, perfect. Yeah. Out the other side.
Alright, yep.
Yes.
Goes flying through, and the cyber eyes glimmer, red cyber eyes glimmer for a few seconds, and then she just falls to the ground dead. Now this time, Cryptid's gonna jack out, so she's no longer in the net architecture. So I'll just turn that off. And yeah, would you like to move towards someone?
Yeah. So to the woman, I want to sling my assault rifle and run over to her and possibly put pressure on a wound if there is one. You okay? You okay?
I'm not sure what my critical injury is yet. Let me roll it.
I have no arm. Oh, my arm's missing.
Yeah, exactly. Just give me a second. I still didn't get a chance yet. Oh, it's pretty high. Oh no. Oh, no, that's actually a good one to have. Foreign object. So she's just got some shrapnel in her. But if she gets any more damage, then it does more, so she's fine. But yeah, she's like... and she pulls up, she sort of flicks up her jacket. Benny's up with her now, and she is pulling sort of shards of whatever bullets those Maelstromers were using. She's just pulling them out of her shoulder, and Benny's sort of helping her. And Benny looks up at you. Oh, arigato, thank you.
Oh, it's no problem. It's no problem. Do you have a trauma card? That looks like you need to get that seen.
Trauma card? No, this is Japantown. We can't afford stuff like that.
I mean, this place looks like it's like Corpo's Eye. It's amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank you for buying so many chips.
I mean, no problem, you know. Yeah, but I want to look as I'm doing that. I want to look up and see if Cryptid's finished doing what she's doing, or if she's still there. Yeah,
Cryptid's still like she doesn't really know like what's going on with them, so she's still in the corner. She's just peeking over, looking at you.
I'll as I'm just like making very small talk. I want to send a text to Cryptid.
Yeah.
Are you done? Question mark.
And she goes, "Yeah. Is it like? Is everything all good?"
I suppose. Question mark.
What do you mean, suppose?
So, out loudly. Is there anything you need from me? Is there anything that can help?
No. And look, take what you want from those gangers. Like, we really appreciate you helping us. Hontoni, thank you.
No problem. Turn around. I'd like to search the lady, see if she's got on her.
Yeah, and at this time, Cryptid's like edging around the end of the building and the perimeter of the inside, and she comes around you and like she's trying to just sort of stay like stealthy, but it's a bright, like very open space, and so she can't really do that. It just looks kind of awkward. And she has activated the shutters to go back up again, and so the doors now open. You can see the other half of the Maelstrom are just like sprawled out, blood and guts, and cyberware all over the ground outside as well. And Crypta's looking down at the body as she comes near you, and she leans down and whispers, "I got what we need. Let's go."
I hold up a little thumbs up as I'm rummaging through the lady.
The lady? Yeah. Do you want to check both the bodies, or?
I don't want to get, I don't want to get this dirty. I just cleaned the suit. That guy is a bit of a mess, I'm sure to get blood on me if I deal with him.
Alright. So the woman's body, one you shot through the temples, she has radio on her, and a disposable cell phone, and some, about 50 eddies.
Ooh. That almost pays... Oh no, it pays my chips.
Yeah, but the 50 eddies are the eddies she stole from the cash register, so... Like,
I got my money back. Nice.
You're welcome to steal. Just take it if you want. Benny's dealing with his arm.
Not...
Yeah. I mean, they're not necessarily your eddies, especially if you paid like digitally or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, if that's the case, and this is clearly the money she took from them, I'm gonna put the money back onto the counter.
All right. So you put the bag up on the counter, and Benny sees that, and he looks over at you, and he sort of bows his head at you, and Mrs. Suzuki's holding her shoulder, and she calls out to you, "Thanks, Solo."
No problem, citizen. And then I'm gonna put my shoulders back, puff out my chest, and walk out with a swagger.
That's hilarious. Alright. So the two of you walk outside, and Cryptid is staring at the body too much, and she's got very wide eyes, and she's, like, looking a little too happy that she's killed someone. Well, that went great, don't you think?
You took your sweet time.
Was
it
busy.
That hard of a network?
There was a hellhound, don't know why, but got the file, got her schedule. So how about we have a crack this open and have a look?
Yeah. Let's just go around the corner, find an alley.
Alright, so two of you head down the alley, a couple buildings down. You can see across the street that there are some people actually living in the old apartment building now that's been refurbished and sort of, well, it's more of like a business and apartment almost, like people live there and work.
Isn't it a radio?
It's like a
radio.
Yeah, but it's like a how can I say? Like the first floor is the business, the second floor is living for these workers. Right. And then the top of it has a big radio tower on top.
I'm gonna look up at it as we're walking away. That thing better not give me cancer.
Yeah, 7G. Alright, and Cryptid sort of, hurry up! And you come on over, and she pulls up her agent and starts looking through the files, and you can see that Mrs. Suzuki's schedule has been sort of recorded and all the people that she's met. And she's very clearly met with, on a regular basis, like at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, shroomers. It even just says meeting with shroomers at blah 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 time.
Wow. Does it, like how big? Like what's the scope of the schedule? Is it like a month schedule? Is it like future stuff that's coming up as well?
Yeah, like you can go back pretty far, like, yeah, but it mostly just...
Is the meeting date and place with these shroomers that are in the schedules consistent?
Yeah,
like
pretty
every
consistent.
Tuesday.
Yeah, like every Tuesday or Wednesday sort of deal. Yeah, in the evenings. Yeah.
When's the closest time to what it currently is? Like the current day and time and stuff, for when the next meeting is supposed to happen.
Yeah, so the next meeting in her schedule isn't for like a few days. But there is a location recorded in her meetings, locational information, and so Cryptid is kind of more interested in that. So she's looking at that, and she can see that, like, literally out the back of the apartment. That's not the apartment. Out the back of the bodega, there's sewer access.
There's what? Sorry, silver access.
Sewer access.
Oh, sewer. Oh.
And the location it's recorded as, it says Undercity.
Can we see? Oh no, we're down to the side now, aren't we? We're not out the back.
You'd have to head out the back, yeah.
You fancy doing some sewer exploring tonight, Cryptid?
And she looks at you and looks down at her new, well, her new net running outfit that she got from the the couriers, right? A few days ago. Not really. Think you can handle this by yourself?
Oh,
No,
as
actually,
long as there's no net running.
I want to get paid, so I don't know if there'll be any running, but and she flicks out the two katanas from her the back arms. I can help out if we get into any problems.
And I would appreciate that. I assume it's going to be pretty close down there, and well, you know, I got an assault rifle. It's not going to help me at short range.
Yeah. Right. Well, I guess.
Wanna check it?
Yeah, let's go check it out. You lead the way.
Okay. I'm gonna try and find a way to get to the behind the bodega without being suspicious.
All right. So you can just walk further down the alleyway and out the back. That's all good. You can do that, but you will have to climb over like a fence to get to the exactly behind the bodega. You can hear voices coming from inside the bodega. Now it looks like some people have arrived, maybe to like help out with the Suzukis or something. You're not really sure, but you can hear voices anyway. But
who peek over the fence just to make sure they don't have vision of us?
Oh yeah, the doors are closed and stuff.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, so like they would have to open the door to see out at you. So it looks fine for now, but as you guys climb over, I guess, and have a look around, you can see that there's a grate, very wide grate, surrounded by boxes, as if people come up from down there, put the boxes up, and then climb out. It's set up to be very easy to do. Literally, the hole's open. It's not even closed.
Oh. Is there a grate to the side to indicate that it is closed, or is it always open?
It looks like it's always open because there's not even a cover around, like a manhole cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not like a normal manhole. It's like a lot wider.
Okay, well, I would normally say ladies first, but I think that'd be pretty rude in this case. I'm gonna mosey on over to the manhole, and I want to pull out my flash torch, my flashlight,
yeah,
and just shine it down a bit just to see.
All right, so you shine it down about 3 or 4 meters drop. You can see there's like a curve in the ground, like piping. So if you're going down, the pipe is continuing horizontally, like north and south, basically.
And it looks like it's tall enough to walk in.
Yeah.
I might have to get him.
Like 3 meters.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So, Cryptid's gonna come up behind you and look down as well, and she looks at you. You go first. You'll let me know if there's any sort of gross stuff.
I can tell you right now, we're about to go into a sewer. There's gross stuff.
Okay then, and she tucks her sort of skirt dress up like into her waist, and like sort of ties it so that her cyber legs will kind of mostly be getting the sewage on it, not her clothes. After you then.
Ready. Jump on in.
Alright. So, you've got, in terms of lighting, do you just have a flashlight?
Yeah, flashlight.
Alright, how about in your visor? Do you have anything in there?
My visor is, rather than the thing that gives you low light visibility, I've got the one that immunes to the flashing light.
Immune to flashing light. Is that anti-dazzle?
I've got the anti-dazzle, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, anti-dazzle. Okay.
That's why I've just got the flashlight.
Now, do you have any visible light tattoos?
Yes, I do. Yeah, both the kill counter on my cheek, the line down my other cheek, and then my visor, my blue light glasses.
Oh, and your freaking shoulder with with the
and the light bulbs.
light bulbs. Okay.
Wait, this is a question. Can I, with those bulb, the flash bulb mod, cyberware, can I light them up without doing like the flash? Like, can I just turn them on as if I was flicking a light switch in a house?
Yeah, they can turn on and off. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to do that with the flashlight just to make more light for us.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd say now you're lit up like 360 area essentially.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
And then, if possible, as I'm walking, I'll have my gun up, and then with my left hand that's holding the, I guess, the barrel of the rifle, that I have my flashlight gripped against the gun, just so it's aiming forward and I have my gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Aimed. Sweet. Gonna walk until we possibly hear some noise or movement.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you guys head into the darkness. Cryptid doesn't have any light stuff, like to see or anything, so she is going to get a -4. Sorry, no, -2 because if you're lighting it up, and you have no penalty at all. But because of your visor and your tattoos, someone shooting you, even if they don't have like lighting, they're only going to have a -2, not a -4.
Are her katanas? Are they glow in the like neon?
Yeah, but they're folded away right now. But they're not going to be able to light up or anything.
I'm just thinking of like roleplay, like it's darkness and then suddenly there's like lightsaber noise.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Red blades appear.
If someone's looking over there, they'll let her and she's got them out. They'll be able to see that there's faint red lines in the air, essentially.
Well, it's good. I can be the distraction, and Cryptid can go behind and just ninja kill everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So you guys continue along for like, I would say about like 10 minutes. You're walking along. And the place is starting to fork off and stuff into many different directions. So, I want to get you to roll something here. So I was thinking you could roll Wilderness Survival. Or...
Yep.
Yeah? How about you roll that then?
Survival, where's that? Survival. Where is it?
In
there
education
it is,
skills.
in the middle.
Yeah.
I just realized as we're walking, I want to turn to Cryptid and say, if fighting breaks out, I'm going to use this thing and point to my bulbs. When I say now, cover your eyes.
All right then. Sounds good.
Oh, I got a crit. Let's go.
Really?
A crit success 21.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Wilderness survival.
So as you're going along, you're sort of tracking along the flooring of the pipes to see what areas have been sort of, like how mold can grow and even mushrooms and grass and stuff. What areas have sort of been scrubbed away by the movement of human feet more, and so which paths have sort of been used more than others. And you're able to very clearly distinguish which one. So as you're turning and looking, you just have to look, is the left one more sort of, there's less sort of plant life and algae and stuff growing, or is it off to the right? And so you take the right one, and as you go along, you continue for a while before down the end of a long sort of pipeline, almost like an abandoned tunnel, you can see that there's sort of faint light up ahead, dim green light.
Can we hear any noise, or is it just the light?
You can hear a low droning noise.
I would, at this point, like to turn my shoulders off, and point my rifle more downwards. Sorry, my flashlight more downwards, so it's more where I'm walking, and not giving like a back signal to the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get a little bit closer.
All right. So I'll say you get sort of to where the pipe ends, and you can see that the area opens up into exactly like in that photo that you saw earlier. It's this wide open, like, chasm almost like a little metal valley with these makeshift houses all built down the sides of the walls down to this, almost like an abandoned train station. And so down at the bottom you can see train carriages that have been repurposed or moved apart to form little apartments. And there are people walking down at the bottoms of this faintly lit area. You can see there are people down there. My little market stall's set up. It's a little community. And Cryptid turns to you and says, "This must be the Undercity."
How do you want to approach us?
Ooh. And she moves her
Guys,
hair
what?
out of her face and looks down. Well, I don't know if they take kindly to outsiders, but what if we said that we were sent here by Mrs. Suzuki or something?
It's a good idea. What do we say? We didn't get the last package or something?
Up to
Or not?
you.
I'm not too sure what else we could do in a situation. I don't want to start shooting up innocent people.
You don't?
Nah, man. You think of me? You think I'm just kill anyone for an Eddie?
No, but doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll just follow your lead.
Alrighty. We'll try do the diplomatic route, but if it hits the fan, you know what to do.
She nods at you.
Try to keep one of them alive, though. We need to find out what's happening with this Danger Girl situation.
Yeah. Alright, so the two of you slowly start making your way down, and now I want both of you to roll an athletics check. Because it's getting a little bit thin with the sort of stairs that you have to navigate. They're more like just wooden planks that you're trying to climb down.
18.
Frig. And you got a 2. You have high athletics. 12.
I jump first, and so there's no more light, and so she can't see.
Yeah, yeah. So you jump, it's fine. She can't see clearly, and so she goes to jump. But you guys are not like too far from the ground, so she won't get any fall damage. Like, she'll be fine. But it just caused a bit of a ruckus, and one of the planks, her cyber legs are too heavy. Like, she's got like an artificial mount, net suit, freaking 2 katanas, a pop-up shield, a pop-up weapon, and yeah, her Roman over heel. So she just falls through and just goes. Literally everyone in the entire Undercity turns and just looks in your direction as she falls right in front of them all. And you're about 5 meters, 10 meters up in the air looking down.
Graceful as ever, aren't you, Cryptid? I'm gonna like lower my gun a bit more and like do a little wave.
Wave at the people.
Yeah.
Alright, so the people are starting to gather around, and one of them walks up and assumes the front. What do you want?
Miss Suzuki has sent us.
What do you say?
Miss Suzuki sent us.
Alright then. And the crowd starts to disperse. Cryptid gets up to her feet and sort of rubs some dirt off of her and... Oh, no. My net suit.
It's fine, we'll clean it later.
Oh.
What's really stepping?
Alright. And so the two of you start walking over to this guy, and he looks over at you, and you can see it's this very large, rotund man. He's wearing, like, he looks very hillbilly. He's got like a straw hat. He looks sort of like a nomad, but then he's also, he looks like he's, imagine like the Greenpeace sort of gang, you know, like they dressed up sort of a bit hippie-ish, but then imagine if they were nomads as well. You know, so they've got like the very visible Kevlar vest, but nothing on underneath that. And then they've got like sort of bandanas wrapped around their necks and things. But this guy's very rotund, and he puts out a hand. Well, I'm guessing you know my name. I'm Pa Saddlefoot. And you are?
Dave, mate.
Dave. Nice to meet you. And what's your name, miss? And Cryptid just stares at him.
She's a bit of a quiet one. Just ignore her.
She's very, very tall. Anyway, is this about the last shipment? I'm sorry there wasn't as much. Yeah? What's the problem?
I have no idea how we go from here to figuring out the Danger Girl situation.
You right, mate?
Did this guy introduce himself as being like the guy in charge?
He said his name's Pa Saddlefoot. It's like Papa Saddlefoot.
Papa Saddle. What a name. I wish I had party members. Why? Why could nobody join us? We just confront this guy. I think that might just be the quickest and easiest option.
Yeah.
And as I put out my hand, like to shake it, like when he like introduced himself.
Yeah.
I want to hold onto his hand and just like pull a little bit closer.
Yeah. Oh. Do you mind?
I think you might know why we're here.
And he looks around, looks back at you. Maybe I do, but I'd appreciate it if you let my hand go, mate. One whistle and I'll have 10 men with friggin' assault rifles and shotguns on you.
Right. When that happens, you won't have a mouth to whistle with, or head to whistle with.
Alright, mate, alright. I'll tell you what you need to know, don't worry.
I want to keep it diplomatic if you want to maybe go talk somewhere.
No, we can talk right here out in the open.
Okay.
You want to let my hand go first?
I don't know. I'm gonna throw it down.
Alright. Oh, jeez. Iron grip you got there, mate. Careful with that.
I don't want to do anything unnecessary. I see you've got a nice little settlement down here, and I'd rather not do anything to disrupt that.
Yeah, all right. Well, look, I thought you were sent. I thought you were sent by Suzuki about the last shipment.
Seems like you guys are poking your nose where you shouldn't be.
No, we're not doing anything wrong. We're just trying to make a living.
Right. And how does one make a living breaking into the Danger Gal's HQ?
No, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. Oh.
Wasn't you?
No. It wasn't us. Well.
And how do you know? You must know about it then, right? If you know it's not you.
Okay, alright. I understand what's going on here, but I'm telling you right now, Capo is not one of us. She was getting in with the wrong crowd. You know, and,
Capo?
Yeah, Capo.
Alrighty.
God.
Just take a bunch of men with her?
Yeah, well,
One with a blue hawk and one with green hair?
Yes. That'll be Bloodhound and Bug Out. Oh, idiots.
Were.
Dead, are they?
Yeah, seems like your friend got them killed.
Yeah, well, Capo's up and gone. She was hired as well. But she's a top
Well,
sire. She's
apparently.
not one of us. But these two, I assume you're after them.
After who, sorry?
These two. These two fellas hiding out down at the old sewer temple.
Oh,
There's a reason
what do you
why
mean?
Suzuki's latest shipment wasn't so full.
Right.
A bunch of Capo's friends were hired by them, and instead of doing their shipment, they went off and got themselves killed for a few extra eddies. Imbeciles. So, that's why. I assumed you were here for that. But if you know Suzuki, then you're not here for that? I'm a bit confused.
Bit of both. You know, we're just trying to help everyone here.
You're what?
We're just trying to help everyone here. We don't want anything nasty to happen, you know?
Well, that's mighty nice of you to help people you don't really know, mate.
Well, there's a couple of eddies in it, of course, but seems like you've got a problem that might help us as well. You got some people invading in your home,
True. That is true. We do.
and are they still at this temple, you say?
They are. Don't know why,
Where
but
would
they're hiding. They're hiding down there.
where would one find this temple?
And he points off to the train, sort of like the hole in the wall where the trains go through, tunnel, off to the right. Follow that, you'll reach the temple.
I'm gonna turn back at Cryptid. Give her like a what do you think type look.
Cryptid looks at the guy, then looks at you. I don't know people very well, but it looks like he's telling the truth.
Give us a little nod and look back over at Papa. Lean forward into him. You fuck with us, we'll come back and fuck you.
Cryptid kind of laughs a little bit. And the guy looks at you, looks at Cryptid. Alright, big guy.
Alright, we'll get rid of your rat problem. Turn around and head towards where he pointed.
Alright. So as you're heading down towards that area, you can see that all these people in the Undercity, they were like blocking the way. They weren't going to let you pass, but then he sort of signals and then they move off to the side. You can see that there are about 10 to 15 people who are clearly armed, half of them at least with assault rifles, but they lower them and let you through. Like, they don't want any trouble. And yeah. Is there anything you'd like to do before heading further into the tunnel?
Yes. Go toilet. Paul is busting, and he would look for a toilet, but the toilet's all around, so he's just gonna go up against one of the walls and just take a piss.
Yeah, alright, yeah, I'll go too, so I'll just mute for a second. People watching, just fast forward a minute or so. Alright, we are back. So, Cryptid and Bull, two of you head further down into this old abandoned railway tunnel. And I can't remember if I asked, but is there anything you'd like to do, like prepping or any kind of confrontation?
I can think of. I think I've got everything ready. I would like to have my Send Devastan like on trigger.
Yeah.
So if anything does happen, it looks sweaty, then I'm gonna activate that. As we go into combat. I would like to, if possible, do what I did last time and use my internal audio suite stuff to hook up to the radio frequency down here and see if I can pick something up. And if it's bad or scrambled, I'd like to descramble it, just see if I can get any communications.
Yeah. So you're fiddling with that as you're walking down through the tunnel, the dark tunnel, and Cryptid's blue eyes are sort of floating in the air as she comes up towards you. What are you doing?
Checking if any of them are on the radio. Hang on.
Alright. She waits for you, and eventually, yeah, you do pick up, like, some scrambled sort of communications. You descramble them, and you hear a sort of kid's voice on the other end. Are there any truck drivers out there? Hello?
And in the sewers. What the?
Hello? And you just hear basically like a kid trying to get a hold of truck drivers on the radio.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on flicking through the frequencies until I hear anything, and then if I don't, I'm just gonna turn that off.
Alright. After a while, yep, that's all you hear, sadly.
Nothing. That's annoying.
That was worth a shot.
Yeah. But keep your ears peaked. I don't want to get snuck up behind or something,
Fair enough.
Maybe also try not to kill all of them. Let's try and possibly incapacitate one of them to bring back to the Danger Girls.
What do you mean, incapacitate? I don't do incapacitate.
Leave one of the people to me, then. Give me at least one person.
They don't need their legs, right?
If you've got a bandage kit on you and you want to fix up and stop them bleeding, then go ahead. But if they're going to bleed out before we get out of here, then I'm blaming everything on you.
Sure, blame it on me then. I don't care. It's been a while since I've been out, and I would like to put these katanas to use. And she smiles a little bit too much.
I'm sure there'll be at least one person you can use. Okay?
Alright. She looks a little bit frustrated.
Cheer up, love. Where's that smile? You look beautiful with a smile.
Oh, man. Okay. So, eventually you do reach the clearing into this area. Now we're going to pop over to the map, because I got another map for you. So...
That's never good.
Let me just...
Oh, the mouse room, they're back.
Yeah. Wait, led to Miss Suzuki's bodega.
We're in a brain dance.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's looping.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear Hideo's voice. Why won't this folder close? That's what I want to know. I don't know. Oh, freaking wacky doodles. Alright.
Whilst the GM does that, just a reminder to folks out there, we're sponsored by Burger King. And go into your local Burger King and get a stacked kibble whopper for only 3 eddies.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, sorry. Like Streamlabs is just really slow, guys. So just bear with us.
And we are in a brain dance. Their bodies just phased out of the simulation.
Yeah, yeah. Right, so you should be able to see that map now.
Oh, yep, yep.
There. Cool. I just need to change the size of our tokens because they're just a little bit too big. So just give me a second. And you can think of where you want to allocate maybe your solo points.
I at the moment just permanently in fumble recovery until I get more points.
Okay. Yeah, well, after this session, if you don't die, you'll get to level up your roll ability.
Woohoo!
That'll be pretty fun.
Wait, if I do die and get a new person, do they get to be level 5 roll ability?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Let's go!
Hey, I'm a nice G. Alright, so this is where you guys come in, and you basically enter like out of like an abandoned station, essentially, like where a train would stop. And it's this old enclosed area, massive Tori gate and Buddha statue. It's a big shrine. Seemingly abandoned, there's no noise, just nothingness.
Okay. I would like to possibly move over to the boxes that's to the left of us, or whatever they are, I'm not too sure. Just to try and hide behind, just get a bigger look of the room. So more like centralize myself more.
Yeah. Sorry, where did you say that box off to the left?
Yeah, so pretty much like you know where the Buddha is?
Yeah.
Like the line that's cutting the Buddha all the way down and then to the second from the bottom right side. Next to that two red lights, and there's the yellow.
Ah, so there's a wall here. This sort of like L shape that's coming around here. That is a raised wall.
I see.
Yeah, you can sort of jump over that if you want to, and then it goes a little bit down.
If I peek around that wall and look over to where I originally was wanting to go, can I see anyone?
Yeah, so you peek around. Roll me a perception check. And you've got a flashlight, did you say?
A flashlight, yes.
What does it have the meters on that?
Yes, it does. It 100 meters.
Oh yeah, no worries. So you're using that right now and shining it?
How bright is this room? If this room
it's still low lighting. It's still low lighting,
okay.
Yeah.
Then yes, yeah.
Okay.
What am I doing? I'm doing please not 18 again. Hey, I crit.
Nice. Cryptid is gonna walk up here into cover and sort of look around to survey.
I got perception legendary 34.
What the heck?
I got a crit and a crit again. What? 10.
34. That's amazing.
Oh, the first legendary needs a bloody perception roll.
Damn.
Do I see through the wall? Do I get Superman vision?
Yeah. No, basically, you look around with the legendary. I mean, I'm gonna say that you survey the entire area to know the absolute ins and out of it. You're looking at all the structural weak points, you know, where you could shoot to, you know, get through cover as quickly as possible, no matter what they're, you know, using. You know, where to shoot to coax someone into a low cover area. Yeah, you got the whole place down, but you can't see anyone. Before you notice, a little muzzle flash, and then a shot goes out and shoots from what sounds like a modified assault rifle. Just with your perception check being that high, you know that it's an assault rifle, but it is, yeah, like a modified. It's not like normal, right? They're either shooting special rounds, or they're using, yeah, not quite normal sort of deal. Alright, now we're gonna go into combat. You've just been shot at. Give me a second.
And there's Sam.
Yeah, so you're at the top of the initiative queue. Give me a minute. Alright, so the initiative queue is going to go like this. Bull, you're first. The shooter, who shot you. Then Cryptid. Then anyone else who could be joining. And because you know there are 2 people down here, it'll be the second person. So shooter 1 and shooter 2. Alright. So after that shot goes off, you can basically react to that, because we'll just start it if it's a full combat round.
Yeah, I want to know what sort of direction it came from.
Alright, so you can tell that it's coming somewhere over by the Buddha statue.
Okay.
But, like, raised
and so the
up.
shot...
Yeah.
So the shot I heard definitely whizzed past me and Cryptid.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to... How many? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, okay. I can move up to the corner of the right pillar of the Torii Gate.
Yep.
And I'm using as cover. Oh no, up left more.
Oh, Torii Gate, sorry. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, using it as cover.
And so yeah, I'm using that as cover, and as I'm walking over there, peeking around to see if I can see the killer.
Okay, so you'll know just from your perception. I'm just going to tell you because it was that good. This is thick wood cover, so it's going to stop about 1 or 2 stronger bullets, and then it'll be pretty much useless after that.
Okay.
Alright, and sorry, what were you wanting to do?
Yeah, as I'm running over there, just walking over there to see if I can find the shooter.
Alright. Yeah, I'll let you keep that perception check because it's just that freaking good. You can't currently see anyone, and there's no voice calling out to you or anything. All you saw is a muzzle flash off in that general direction. But you can see that, yeah, there are signs of people having been here. There are some bed rolls out in front of the Buddha statue, and maybe a little fire that's just been put out, and some food thrown around. That's it at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. And so we're gonna skip this person's turn, the shooter's turn. Cryptid is gonna walk up to the side of this incline where an old LED screen is sort of flickering. And she's gonna look around as well. She doesn't see anything, and then she calls over to you. See him?
No. Keep your eyes open. Stay covered.
Alright. Back to you.
Okay, I would like to... I can just make it to the other pillar.
Yeah.
So I'd like to move over to the other pillar, please. And then the same situation, as I'm crouching, walking over to that pillar, I want to be looking to the right.
Alright, as you come out of cover, this character's going to shoot at you. So she held her action, but I don't want to tell you, because then you would know. Alright. Oh, really bad shot. 14 at how many meters?
That's it.
Does
26,
that?
50.
No, it's not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, she misses. Oh, hang on. No, sorry. No, she does. She does miss.
She gets -2 in the low light as well, right?
Yeah, if she's not equipped for this. Alright, so yeah, bullet whizzes past you as you move to the other side. Alright, what would you like to do for your action?
My action would be looking for the person.
Okay, so you're looking around, you see the muzzle flash. On top of the Buddha's shoulder, there is someone there, and then they flick around behind the back of the Buddha's shoulder.
As I saw that, am I allowed to call back to Cryptid and go, Buddha?
Yeah. Yeah, she goes, Buddha what? Alright, now with her turn, she is going to move up to the corner you were at, and she's going to peek around the opposite side, and she is going to hold, I don't know actually. What does she do? Let's have a look. She's just gonna ready all her weapons. She's gonna use her action to flick out her. It doesn't normally cost an action, but she's gonna flick out her katanas. She's gonna flick out her pop-up shield. What else has she got? I mean, she's got friggin' pop-up shield and. Oh, you know what? You know what she's gonna do?
Climb.
She's gonna fire her grapple hand up on top of the torty gate.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Oh, if this works, that's gonna be big. Give me a minute. Let me go to our combat page.
Gonna be style points. Gotta roll high.
Yeah. There's a 5.
Good roll.
5 plus 8 is 13. Where's the rifle? Oh, bows and crossbows. Yeah, I'd say that works.
Yeah,
Totally gets like 7 meters.
Just.
Yeah. Alright, so the grapple hand fires up, latches onto the sort of tiling of the torty gate, and she flies up on top of there. Now she is up on top of the torty gate. Hidden basically by the curve of it as well, with how it curves. And it is now your turn, Bull.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm actually going to put the character in, because you did see them. So.
Okay. You said previously that I got a good layout of the room and I could see where there were weak points and stuff. Yeah. Would you say that I could see the Buddha statue would be weak enough to shoot through, or it'd be strong enough to hold a bullet?
Yeah, so I'll allow that for sure. This Buddha statue is thick stone, almost as good as it's better than bulletproof glass. It's like 40 HP thick. It's gonna stop like 2 rounds of your gun, basically. If you were auto-firing. Like, this shooter's chosen a really good spot.
Okay. Is Cryptid looking over?
I would say not yet. She's just pulled herself up. Yeah.
5, 6. Okay, you see where the Buddha statue is, and there's like a weird cylinder thing to the left of it with the blue rim?
Yeah.
Who to the left of that? I'd like to move there, please.
Like, up here?
One to the right.
One to the right.
And as I'm running, do I get into vision, or do I see the woman?
Yep, you do. Oh, she shot before. She can't hold her action yet. Yeah, so you can. I'm gonna say you don't see her yet because she hasn't poked out to shoot. So she's still in cover.
Okay. Can I see around? Can she still see around? Like, could we have line of fire, not line of fire, but
Yeah.
line of sight.
Where you are now, you're lower down with that raised flooring comes up, and you don't have line of sight. But if you lean your gun up around the corner and look at the back of the Buddha, you might be able to see her stand there. She wouldn't have been able to see you get to where you are now.
Okay, yeah. That makes it a little tricky. Okay. Scrap that, because I thought I could see her. She could see me at that point. Not quite enough. I really should have brought those grenades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess instead of there, move me 1 square down from that cylinder.
Yeah.
Next to the Buddha. So then I'm like using the two to the right. I'm assuming this is.
Are you okay with using your action to get up over that? How it goes up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then using that that Tory Gate thing as a cover.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. No problem.
Yep.
Right. So now it's the shooter's turn. The shooter is going to hold their action again, but looking down at the corner of the Tory Gate, basically. And so Cryptid is going to peek over the top and roll. What could she roll here? You know what? Stuff it. She's going to try and jump across that gap onto the top of the roof.
Oh.
That's
6 meters.
6 meters. Okay. Hang on.
Oh, you could. Yeah, I'd say 5 meters.
Oof.
Yeah, I'd say 5.
Okay, here we go.
You can do it. Use luck points
luck.
If you need to.
Yeah, use her luck. So that's a base of 12.
Oh, nice.
Critical! Woo!
Yeah, let's
go. So that's 22. 27.
Nice.
No problem.
Nice.
So Cryptid leans back and just flies across onto the top of the sort of tiling, lands there perfectly, embeds her katanas in like a spider, and she is going to use her sort of spider like katana things to embed into the tiles and start leaning over the edge to start look down at the Buddha statue. At this time, she can see another person. Remember, there were 2 people. There's a little fellow, not here, hiding around the bottom, like the backside of the Buddha to the right, that Cryptid can see. And she's not going to be able to yell out where he is.
Guy. Is this the client, is it?
Yeah, Mozza, this is what happened to Mozza, Mozza 32, the first one. No. She sees him, but she used her action already, so we're going to go back to you, Bull.
Okay. I would like to... 1, 2... Do I have to use my action to climb down? Like, how big is this?
No, you can you only just to get up. Getting down, you don't have to.
Yeah. So I would like to move 2, 3. So pretty much where the corner is for the bottom left corner of the Tory Gate, pretty much the opposite of Cryptid.
Yeah.
Like the square as that corner. I'd like to move there, yell out, "Ow!" and use my flashbulb sideboard.
Alright, sorry, are you on the corner of the raised area? Oh, down? Okay.
You see where the Tory Gate, the roof is?
Yeah.
The bottom left corner?
Yeah. Are you now down on the ground, not on the raised?
Yeah. So jump down. Like you see the Tory Gate roof?
Yeah. Like
up
one.
a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
And so now, as I have vision of running around the corner using my flashbulb.
All right. You use your flash bulb. Goes off. She's gonna roll to shoot you. Unfortunately,
But she's got a sight rifle.
she has whatchamacallit, anti-dazzle or whatever it is. She's gonna roll to attack. She misses. Oh no, I'm just gonna say this shot misses because it's really low, but I'm not actually sure how far that would be. But a shot goes off at you. You can basically tell from this. She's got anti-dazzle in her helmet, and so the light goes off, and she just goes to shoot right at you. Shoots right at your feet, so you stop where you are. Did you want to use the rest of your move to do anything here?
Oh, what about the guy? Is the guy dazzled?
The guy does not look affected either.
Oh. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to uninstall that cyberware. Yeah, if what was that? That'd be one.
Now what you do is you just put light
Another
bulbs
move.
all over your body, so then it doesn't matter if they've got anti-dazzle.
1, 2, 3. I can move. I think only one more, so I'll just move one to the left. Because there'd be like
Just
two
moving.
squares to jump down, wouldn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah, so
No
just
worries.
one more to the left. Yeah.
So Cryptid's gonna go now. Cryptid is going to lean down, and she's gonna basically look at where these people are, and so she can see that the guy is hugging the left buttock basically of the Buddha, and then the shooter is perched around the Buddha's neck with her legs. Looks like a woman with her legs pincered in with either talon feet or something similar, so she can basically sort of contort her body around with her arms while still being planted into it with no issues. But they can't see her right now. No, they would have heard it. No, the guy is going to go to shoot her as she reveals herself. This guy.
Even as I yelled now very loudly to draw attention to myself.
Good point. Yeah, I'll say he's looked back at you. He's looked towards you instead. So she sees him, and she is going to use her action to leap down and attack him. Let's see if she can pull this off. Gonna have a -2 because she's flying through the friggin' air.
My torch is aiming down there as well, so she has no negative.
Okay. Fine.
For the low light.
Yeah. Alright, that is a 16. Is that really her base? I thought she had more. Give me a minute. 14. Why does that say 12? It would say 14. Alright, well she got an 18.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say the sound of the katanas being pulled out, the guy is gonna twirl and try and move as he sees this figure going towards him, because he still has to roll evasion, right?
Yeah.
So...
What's up?
Oh, he only got a 7. Holy moly. So she flies down with her katanas, and she's gonna slash both of them into him. And roll for damage. Right, first one does 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage. And that ignores half, so that's 6. That does 4. And then the second one. Come on, let's crit, please!
Fuck him up.
Crit. 2 ones. Wait. 8.
You didn't say
8 does
which crit. That was the issue.
Ah, critical fail. Like, like ones, basically. Alright. That's unfortunate, but yeah, she slashes 2 times. One into his shoulder, the other one just kind of like grazes him. And now it is his turn. And he is gonna basically pull up his pistol and go to try and shoot her. Man, this is gonna suck! Oh no!
Does he get a negative because he's like impaled?
Give him a -2.
Yeah, just because of movement, like.
Yeah, it's no problem. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
That's fine, that's fine.
Cryptid only takes 3 though. Because of, you know.
You need to get your suit fixed up and cleaned anyway.
Yeah, yeah. That goes down 1. And she takes... Hang on, just give me a minute. 3 damage. Yeah, and that shot's gonna sort of stagger her a little bit. It's been a while since she's been in combat, so she's gonna stagger back as that shot goes into her elbow, and it rips her outfit a little bit, and she stares back at the guy. Your turn, Bull.
I'm gonna yell out, "You chose him, now leave the other guy." And then I would like to, what I want to charge. 1, 2, 3. Can you charge him?
Charge?
So, get up, grab, human. I guess it'd be like a grapple?
You want to grapple the guy?
The one with the helmet. So I basically want to charge at them and pin them down.
She's up on the Buddha though, just remember. So that Buddha's like...
run over there and grab her foot and grapple her down. I'm 6'4", and I've got my armory.
Yeah, I'd say you can go for her legs. Why not? But just roll... Actually, not a brawling, though. Just roll for an, what's a check for, like, physical stuff? Ripping her leg out of the thing. She can't move it. She can't, like...
Body skills, athletics, contortionist, dance, endurance, resist, and stealth for body.
Just roll me an athletics check, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
18.
18? Oh, yeah, I can see that. Right, you grab her foot, yank it out. One of her other foot is still in the thing, though, so it doesn't pull her out completely. It only pulls one of them out. And then she starts flailing and actually drops her gun, and the gun falls on the ground, bounces off the Buddha's butt, and then off maybe like 3 or 4 meters off behind you guys. And she's dangling there with one foot in the thing now and trying to restabilize herself. So she is going to use her action to flick out the one heel that you've grabbed and try and backflip and twist your arm so that she kicks out of your grip. Let's see if she can do that. And that'll be versus you as well, not a DV. So can you roll an endurance check for me?
Endurance check? Yep.
Yeah. She got a 13.
I rolled a 20.
Alright. Okay.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, so she kicks it out. She does get, like, free of the Buddha, but not free of you. And so she goes to flip. Your grip is just iron. It just she just falls to the ground in front of you and you're holding her leg there. And you can see it's this very petite woman wearing, like, a black helmet over her face. And she's got, like, almost like a net suit. But it's clearly like an infiltration Black Ops sort of a deal. Very expensive looking, actually. And yeah, she falls to the ground basically in front of you. You can do whatever you want. But it's Cryptid's turn now. Cryptid is going to go to slash the guy again. And she's just got a crazed manic look on her face. She's got blood like over her cheeks now, and she's going to go slash again. Critical.
Yes, let's go.
18. 18 plus 14. What's that? 34, right?
32, but that's legendary.
32 legendary. So she is going to roll. I'll let her roll 46 on this one.
2 more katanas come out. 2 more extended wilds come out.
Yeah.
She goes General Grievous on her.
Literally. Alright, she rolls 9, 10, 11. 11 on the first hit. That. Oh, I didn't know it was half as well, eh? So that's 6 damage. Damn, he looking not so great.
Half damage as well, right? Half armor.
Yeah, half the armor, and then the second hit, that was only one of them, by the way. Damn, she's strong. 5, 6, that's 10. That ignores half, rounded up, so that's another 5. Damn, this guy's looking real bad. So she stabs her blades with this manic look on her face into his chest, down into his thigh, and then whips the blades back out again and spurts blood on the side of the Buddha. And the guy falls to the ground and he's like clutching his chest. He's wearing like business wear that's all been torn up with like a little Kevlar vest over, and he falls to the ground. Ah! Right, your turn, Bull.
Okay. Is she on the ground?
Yeah, she's on the ground right in front of you, and you're just holding her leg there. Looks like you may have broken it, you're not sure.
Oh. That's a good point. Because I don't have to move, how much can I do? Because pretty much what I want to do here, as you just brought up a good point, is I would like to, with the leg that I'm holding, hold it up, straighten it, and then full power into her knee. Just a sort of, bend her leg the opposite way, just to completely shatter her being able to run away.
Yo, you got her in a grapple now, so like you can do anything within that essentially. Like you can just, like, because normally you can choke, right? When you get into a grapple. Yeah.
Essentially, the 2 things I would want to do is remove the helmet and just shatter her kneecap and bend her leg the opposite way.
Okay, how about you shatter her knee? Let's say. Okay. Because you got that. So you just come forward, bring your elbow down, because you got an armor. You got a linear frame, don't you?
No, not anymore.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. Okay, well you got an armor jack, so you smash that down, the armor in it. You got a a lot of support in there, and metal, so it just smashes down, and her leg snaps, and she screams, "Gah!" And her leg, she now has the broken leg, -4 to her move. Just let me write that. Broken right leg. Right, Cryptid, as the guy falls down to the ground and he's like, "Please stop! Stop!" She's gonna go just to go and kill him.
This feels like Austin Powers' moment where the woman just won't die. This is by a rocket launcher and stuff. He's just smashing him over and over with a katana. Why won't you die?
Yeah. Alright, first one does 6 damage, not so good. 4 to 2. Alright, second one does... Damn, she hasn't rolled that good on damage, actually. 5, 6, it does 6, so that's... 1.
I would have given a coup de grace with the legendary 32.
These are hardened guys.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you might see something. Adam Smasher just appears. Alright, the guy, as he gets stabbed again in his leg, is gonna scream out, "Gah! Nymph, help me! What am I paying you for?" And Bull, it's your turn.
Okay. I would like to shatter her other leg.
Okay, sure. Alright, she's actually going to try and escape now. Alright, no, first she's going to... No, actually...
Is it not my turn and then she gets a chance to break the grapple?
It was actually her turn before, but I didn't give her one. So let her try to escape first, and then if you succeed,
Do you want another endurance check?
Oh, she got a critical. No, this will be a brawling check. To stay in the grapple.
Okay.
Ooh, good luck. You got a 24.
18 again. I don't know what it is with tonight. It's 18.
Yeah, so you got to break her other leg, and she kicks you, kicks away from you, and let's just say that you go back like a meter or so, and she's gonna roll off the edge of the thing, like off the edge of the inclined area and onto the ground, and that's her turn. Now you can go.
Okay, I'll jump down and go down into another grapple.
All right. Yeah. Just
brawling.
Just roll for brawling, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well. Good luck. Same thing. Good luck.
Oh my lord! 18 again. Look how many 18s are in the fucking Discord.
That's so weird. That's wacky stuff. Oh, she got a 19. Ooh. Literally beat by 1. That's hilarious. Because she's got a 10 base, so that she got a 9. They're pretty good for her. Alright, so...
I did jump down as well, so I am next to her.
Yeah. So as you... Yeah, how about as you jump down, you lean forward to grab her, and she kicks your arm away, and so you lurch forward a little bit. And we'll leave it there for a second. And...
Her turn now, won't it?
Yeah, she is going to... What could she do here? What could she do? Oh, she's got a pistol. Okay, you know what? She's gonna ready a pistol for an aim shot at your head. She can't do it yet, but she's readying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll be your turn. But Cryptid is gonna just go for I'm not even gonna get her to roll it. The guy's sitting there whimpering. She's just gonna roll for damage.
Yeah.
That's 1 crit. An 8. 4. Yeah, he's on my screen.
Which limb is he missing?
Oh, yeah! Let me roll for it. That's an 11. Crushed fingers. Well, I'm going to say that cut off fingers, so he's got now -4 to all action. So he puts his hand up and she slices and cuts off all of the digits on his left hand, and the fingers go flying up in the air. And he just screams as blood just starts circling around like paint strokes. And she's just... You can see the madness in her eyes. She's smiling and very happy. And she's going to roll for the second one. That's 10... That's 12... 3, he's dead. So she goes forward with her other katana and pushes it right into his forehead, basically. Kshink! And embeds it into the Buddha. I'm gonna give Nymph an opportunity here. She's actually not gonna attack you or anything, but she's gonna see this out of the corner of her eye, that this guy has died, and she's gonna drop her weapon and put her hands up. Okay, I surrender. And your turn now.
Okay. At that point, I would like to take off her helmet and just full-on headbutt her to knock her out.
Alright, no problem. Yeah, so you walk forward, just boom, and she just falls to the ground unconscious. And you can see that it's a Southeast Asian looking woman. Yeah, very petite, easily knocked out.
I'm gonna look over at the the bodies, the human says she over there, that Cryptid has made with this man.
Yeah. So you basically see Cryptid just yank out the katanas, flick the blood all over the Buddha, and then her weapons fold away, and she looks at you, and she's just got this manic smile. Her face is like crooked off to the side, and she looks at you, breathing very heavily. Mission complete.
Good job, champ. I hold up a thumbs up to her.
He winks at you.
Now, let's get out of here. This place, I'm not enjoying the smell.
Well, hang on. We need to search them first.
Well, we searched that one, but this one's coming with us.
She's not dead? And the katanas flick out again.
You kill her, you get no eddies. This is our last resort to getting any cash. You can come on my next mission.
Check. This is going to be against her humanity.
Persuasion. Yeah. You're not gonna believe what number I got.
18?
I got 18.
Well, 18 success. Hey, if you're getting 18s, all good, man. Success. She
True.
flicks her katanas back away. Fine. Alright.
You can come on the next mission. You can kill as many people then.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, do you want to search? I'm not touching that guy that you just messed up. You want to search him?
Alright. And she leans down and has a look through it. I'm just going to tell you what she finds, basically. You can see that there is a photograph. It's two kids being embraced by their parents, a man and a woman. They all look related, all Korean. And it says, Mum, Dad, Nick, and me, 1st of August, 2020. And this is in Korean, so she reads this back to you. And she keeps scrummaging around. She finds an agent that's broken, got a bullet through it. Some ration packs. But then she finds something, a little like rectangle, and it's a corpo card. And she holds it up and points it at, and you can see like it's like embossed, that like expensive plasticky kind of metal looking card, you know, like a credit card but really fancy. And it has
business card.
Yeah, it has the Arasaka trifoliate on it.
Cryptid.
That's interesting.
That's not the logo I think it is it?
Yeah, it's Arasaka. And she puts that in her net suit, and then she picks up his cyber deck. She has a look on that. It's nothing interesting.
Oh, we got ourselves in.
Just programs. Well, Mouse did ask for everything we could find, so I guess she can have this. Nothing useful on it. The card, though?
That's fair.
Looks interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just search this woman as well, see what she's got on her.
Alright, so you have a look on the woman. She's knocked out, but you can see that she was wearing like a helmet with a breathing mask, anti-smog, visor was built into the helmet with all sorts of cyberware. But otherwise, she just has ammo on her. You can see that she's cybered up though. She's got Neuralink, there's some chipware slot. She's got a Kariznikov set up on her neck. Yeah, all sorts.
How much ammo?
50 assault rifle ammo.
Let's go. I would like to pocket that, please.
Yeah, you can take that with you. I'm gonna say you can't fit anything else on you though.
That's okay because I'm going to put the helmet back onto her head.
Okay. Now, are you taking her with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna fling her over my shoulder,
All right.
and we're gonna head out. I guess the same way, and just try and head down the same path to get back to the only place we know, which is that bodega.
Yeah. So, just because it's getting a bit late, we've gone a little bit over 3 hours now. We're gonna skip ahead. So, we're gonna say that you guys, you and Cryptid, had gotten a hold of Mouse, and Mouse has told you to bring the woman and anything you found to Danger Gal HQ. And so eventually, yeah, you guys get there with no issue. Like, the Shroomers were just happy you guys were getting out of there and have dealt with the situation. Their supplying and of shrooms and stuff will no longer be impeded. But yeah, once you guys get to Danger Gal HQ, Mouse meets you in the lobby of the big building, and she leads you into a meeting room on the second floor. Listen to what you have to say, and you basically recall all of the information to her that happened. Is there anything you would like to omit?
Like to omit?
Yeah, omit. Like, not tell her in terms of what you got or whatever.
Not that I can think of. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything I'd hold back. Out of everything that we know that transpired. I don't see no reason to withhold any information to her. I would like to, as we go in, take off the helmet off the girl, and then sort of makeshift strap it with some of my lacing on my like pants and stuff, so it's hanging off the side, and then give the girl over.
You're gonna keep the helmet? You want to keep the helmet?
Yeah.
Alright. So, unfortunately, Mouse is gonna look at you. I'm sorry, we need all evidence.
Yeah, we gave you all the evidence.
The helmet.
I want the eddies for these. I wanted to sell this.
I'm sorry, but you know how we work? We're an investigations office. We need to collect all evidence. Everything. Including personal belongings. Now, I already know that you took some ammo out of one of those lockers. I'm okay with you taking that, but...
I don't even know what you're talking about, love. But, just quickly, we never talked about cash when we first started doing this job.
Oh, sorry, that's my mistake. She would have said you were getting 1,000 eddies.
Okay. Make it 1,050 to compensate for this helmet.
1,050? She says yes.
Yes. That's more crisps. Let's go.
Alright, she takes
I unbuckle the helmet and I give it a handover.
Yeah, she takes it off you. And she looks at Cryptid as well, looks at the two of you. Anything else?
No. That's everything we know. Everything that happened.
Well, Cryptid's gonna hand over the card, obviously, right?
Oh, I'm assuming she's handed everything over.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Yeah, the card and the cyber deck and the photo. Alright, Mouse looks at the card and she holds it up to the light. Huh. And then you see her put her like hand up to her wrist and murmur like in a coded message. And then she turns back to you. We need to examine absolutely everything, so we can't exactly be sure what we've found here, but if it's due without Asaka, it can't be good. But, great work. Job well done.
Damn right. Best solo, best net runner in all Night City. Keep our number.
You know, I actually might do that. And here, this is from Mrs. Sanderson herself. Job well done. And she hands you, in an envelope, a sort of foil embossed Danger Gal Puma Squad trading card. And it shows the entire team in like a group shot. It's like a collector's item. And so if you sold that to the right collector, that's worth like a lot of eddies. Little collector's item. She hands that to you. Then she hands you the 1,000 eddies to you and to Cryptid.
Yeah, it feels a little light, about 50 eddies light.
And she hands another 50 over.
Pleasure doing business.
Alright. She shakes your hand, shakes Cryptid's hands, and the two of you leave the building. Alright. So finishing up, after the job, the two of you are heading back to the mega building via, of course, an Otavi combat cab, or Otavi taxi, Otavi cab. But Cryptid first suggests that they should stop off for some Korean fried chicken. And the two of you share a delicious meal of Yum fried chicken. But before you can really dig into your meal, Alice sends you a little text. Just caught word from a little mouse that the two of you got the job done. I'm sorry, but I can't meet you in person for obvious reasons. But I need your help. And you're a solo who has proven himself more than once now. The fact we only met a few days ago means you're the only person in the city I can trust. I'll tell you more about that in the future. If you're interested, I'll be willing to pay you for a huge favor sometime in the near future. And that's it.
I'd like to reply back.
Yep, what would you like to say?
I text back, I love you, Queen. I'll do anything for you.
She just sends back one of those, like, flat faces, like the eyes with, like, the line for the mouth.
And then I send an emoji back with the heart eyes blowing a kiss.
Alright. And we're gonna finish there. Alright, so, all in all, you got 1,000 eddies. 1,050 eddies, sorry. And you got a Danger Gal Puma Squad trading card. You got Mouse's phone number. And later on, you're actually going to be given a 500 eddies bonus. And this is sent from Mouse to you, and she says, since you guys handle the job so well, you hand it over someone we can interrogate. Here's a little bonus for you. Sanderson wanted to throw it in for you. So, 1,550 eddies.
Woo! Let's go.
And I'm going to give you +1 reputation in the Undercity.
Sweet.
Alright. And that is where we're going to finish. How many eddies have you got now?
I now have just shy of 3,000.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. And now the big thing is you can up your roll ability now to 5.
Oh yeah.
And then the other thing is your your skills. I'll give you +1 to some skills, but I'll need to think about it.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe your acting, because you were trying to get Benny to, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then maybe what else? Just conversation. Like your conversation.
No, local expert. I was
yeah.
pretty good at knowing that they weren't from Westbrook.
Yeah, you can check that up 1 if you want. You can choose either that or yeah.
What about local expert Undercity? I know they're not from Westbrook.
No. You can have just that.
So into Westbrook.
Yeah. Alright, and yeah. I'll see anyone who's watching, see you all again next week for episode 3. And we might have a new player joining us.
That's better.
But we'll see. Bye, Iralai in chat. Alright, thanks for watching. See ya.
Bye.